Well, I wasn't fucking ready for the
This
clap.
was a clap. That was the clap.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, awesome.
Good enough.
I like how it came out quiet too. Like you hit the button and it was just.
My back is killing me
Okay.
from carrying these episodes.
Yeah, what are you
Even
gonna
though
do
didn't
about it,
work
Poop?
from-
What are you gonna do about it? Huh?
No,
Yeah, try to
I've never
cover her up like
fucking
this.
gotten her in the eyes or
You
anything.
gotta teach her this one early.
Yeah.
Real early, yeah.
So this podcast episode goes out to garbage people.
I don't know, no. I own this shit and I hate garbage people. I hope they die. She either sleeps in the backyard or dies. Those are the options.
I probably did. Well, I did not like you guys when I first met you either. I thought you guys were both fucking rotten.
Feelings
What?
mutual, baby. So what's going on, guys? What's
the
what's up with you?
God.
I did have something. I had another crazy. I don't want to just always be the guy though that's like, I went out and I got drunk and I had a little tale from it. But I am going out trying to curate stories for the podcast. I don't even like going out.
Oh
I
yeah,
had some
fucking
weird
right.
Events happen
What happened
last
this
week,
time?
but we can get into it. We can wait a little bit, and I'll find a natural way to segue it in. If I talk so much. How was your week, Brian?
I didn't know we were supposed to do a podcast this week until like yesterday.
Well,
thought we
when
were
would we
supposed to
do it?
brainstorm.
End
If
of the
he
month?
doesn't know that
We're
there's a
supposed to do
podcast coming,
brainstorming.
his brain shuts off for a week.
Yeah, we're supposed to do brainstorming and none
Yeah.
of that. Yesterday you were just like, duh. We're supposed to do one tomorrow because you've been wrapped up in Kenshi all day. Every day for the past,
Kenshi
like,
has
week.
its talons in me for sure.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind
it's
of
a cruel
bullshit.
mistress, and I've been spending. Honestly, I've started talking less and less. I've been sitting there playing that. I played that game for fucking 8 hours yesterday straight from the time that I.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, and by the end of it, I'm just like all the way back in my chair, and I don't even say a word, and I'm just sitting there clicking away. And the whole thing's fucking falling apart, though. It's not going well. It's not going well.
I started Uncharted 4 the other day.
Yeah.
So fucking. It's just like Indiana Jones movie, the game. I've never played any of them, but it is such a goddamn blast. It's been so long since I've been like drawn into a single player game.
Dude,
It's just fun.
what's that game with the fucking inbred guy from Walking Dead? You know what I'm talking about? The crossbow guy.
Oh, Norman Reedus.
Death
You talking about
Stranding or
Death Stranding?
something?
Yeah, Death Stranding. That's the one. I did not know that game was that fucking cool. Because
Everyone was like, "This game's kind of gay."
the
when it came
marketing
out,
was
so-
pretty lame. But don't say gay like that. But the marketing
Oh, I
was.
meant happy.
Yeah, the game's
I mean,
pretty
of course,
happy.
he was using the royal
Yeah,
game,
that-
Old English verbiage. I heard the game was very happy, and everyone hated that about it. It's supposed to be grim.
Yeah, I saw the marketing for it, and it looks like it's some weird paranormal bullshit. And then I was watching Bizzle play it, and you like, Dark Souls, how if you put down a sign, everybody can see it? It's
Yeah,
that way,
sure.
but you can put down fucking ladders and shit, and other people can use them. It's like
what?
multiplayer, and that it's connected in the same way. And so
You
he,
should have told
Thousands of
somebody
ladders.
about that. They didn't want to tell anything.
yeah, they didn't say
to
shit.
anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're
And
like
then
hiding
that's-
all that shit.
Just that feature isn't enough to make it a good. It's like
It's
the
a
rest
cool
of the game
game.
good.
well,
I didn't ask if it was cool.
The trailer makes it seem like it's your job to like save this baby in a little
Yeah.
vial thing,
You're
right?
like a transporter, right? Like
No,
Jason Statham.
I was watching the fucking
the baby is basically an air freshener that you wear over your
Yeah.
neck. It's like it doesn't actually.
It's a tool.
It's just there.
It's like a
It's so
screwdriver.
irrelevant.
He just pulls it out and uses it. And he just
Yeah, and
fucking
then-
shakes it up like a snow globe and like puts it back on him.
Yeah, and if your
What does
baby,
it
if
do?
it runs out of juice and you just throw it out, and get a new baby.
What?
It's so useless. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like this little baby thing that you.
Well, he doesn't
It's
want. He
ridiculous.
doesn't want. He's in competition. He doesn't want anybody else to
Yeah.
pick up the baby. So he puts it on the ground and he stomps it and
Yeah.
hits it with a hard rock or something. And then he'll go get a new baby.
Why does
But
he even
I-
have the baby? Is it for the smell?
It
The baby
protects-
smell?
The baby like detects the weird ghost.
Yeah,
things or whatever.
there's like
Oh.
what it is they
Yeah.
get. I think they kill a mom as she's giving birth or something like that, and so the baby is a little bit alive, a little bit dead. It's like Schrodinger's baby,
That's false.
and so they
False.
put it in the
Ah,
little
that's actually
vial
false.
thing, and then it is able to since
sits
the
there,
other world.
vibes.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, that is
So
kind of cool.
I thought
but
the whole point was you get it from point A to point B and you birth the baby or something, save it.
that would
He
also be
doesn't.
cool.
He doesn't want to
You don't
save
do
that
that.
fucking thing.
He's
where
just
do you get
using it.
more babies?
He's
You gotta
they
knock a
have
bitch up.
A surplus of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I'm
It's
still
more-
not
it's more of a-
English.
It's
when
more
you
of a
know your baby-
communication device than
When
anything.
the, like the get the new baby light
Yeah.
turns on, that's when you impregnate somebody, and then
You have
by
to
the
wait 9
time
months.
by the time
8
the
months.
baby's ready, you throw out the old one and you get a new baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
I
car.
wish in real life, yeah, if you just didn't like your kid, you could just, well, you can, but more ethically, just mash them up, ball them up in a little ball, throw it in the goddamn garbage, make a new one.
Mm.
I'm
Or
assuming
maybe
you do that with both your kids. I mean,
in the game you use that baby to I guess communicate or get a sense of something you don't understand. Yeah, the other maybe in the real world you could have a white lady and a black guy have sex and then have the mulatto baby in a vial and you could use it to understand Ebonics maybe.
this baby knows jive.
You
Wow.
carry it around
Oh
in
my
the
God.
hood and you hold it up, be like,
The
what are they
airplane bit.
saying? Tell
Wow,
me what
that
they're
is-
saying right now.
What is a
That is
teenth of
awful.
crack? I don't understand, baby.
Christ.
Yeah.
This is right off the bat.
I should have picked another culture that's more acceptable to shit on.
Yeah.
Like Pakistanis or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
we have a
You pick a
problem with
baby.
I don't want to
With
just shit on a
racism.
culture.
Yeah, you pick the one that you want to mix this baby
Yeah.
with.
Australian.
Australia.
You can't pick Australia. That's the one.
Why?
We understand them perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know a goddamn lick of what they're saying half the time. I watched 2 seasons of Australian Love Island. I was no closer to understanding what was going on. A lot of them are super hot, so kept me invested.
Oh, what was that show you were talking about? Since we have never had Steve on here, let's shit on Steve some more. That was
Oh,
like the
God,
funniest
yeah.
thing in the world. Is Steve is widely regarded as a man
Cool.
with poor taste.
Yeah.
His
Anything he
movies
likes is-
suck.
You're gonna say
His
cool.
games suck. He'll watch a trailer that's just dog shit, and by the end he'll look up and go like, "That was fucking awesome!
Yeah.
This game's gonna rule." And I thought it just applied to movies and games.
And it
But-
transcends everything. It's anything. Music.
Anything. There,
Just
what,
poor
shows.
taste.
what was that show? Was it Euro something? The show with the singing. It's like American Idol, but for
Eurovision?
Eurovision. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were watching Eurovision, and they've added Australia to the roster of people.
Oh.
And
It
apparently,
wasn't
like,
Australia. It was British. I think is the one he liked.
oh, the one he
Brit-
liked. Okay.
Yeah, he liked the British people and their shitty song. And at the end of he was the only one that liked it. And at the end, when they did all the voting, they got 0 points.
0 points.
Completely 0
Steve
points.
was
Nobody
like,
voted
he
for
was
it.
buckling down. He was like, "That's the one. Those people have talent." Nobody was behind him. Not a single person in the audience. Nothing.
Yeah.
Good for him though. Just be able to go his whole life liking garbage and not have
Actually.
killed
Garbage
himself
is
by now.
it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like in
just
his
more-
world,
Everything's
He's
amazing.
right. His
Yeah.
house, his mom, his friends,
his love life,
Yeah.
everything's
His love-
dope.
everything.
Yeah.
but he maintains and he's so okay with it, and I think that's admirable.
Yeah, it's something.
He's fully accepted. He's like, I'm a garbage man, and I will
He's
never
no,
mount
no,
to
no, no, no,
anything.
no. He has not
And
accepted
I
it.
suck. And he
He
says that to me every day.
No,
And I
he
say,
defends
wow,
these
you are
to the
so
death.
brave.
Yeah, he does. He
No,
does.
no.
Defend. He did
No.
go through a
Even
phase.
more admirable. He
That's-
sticks to his. He says, "I like garbage. Fuck you. All right, your
That
stuff
would
is garbage."
be acceptable if he was just like, yeah, it's shit and I love it. I mean, but no, he's like, no, it's
Really good.
good
man.
and it's better than what you like.
Wow,
He doesn't accept that it's shit.
that is
It's
the least admirable thing I have
I
ever
know.
heard. Then
That makes me. That brings him from a hero in my books to some sort of villain. Yeah.
Fucking retarded
I keep getting
guy. He
like
likes
phone
garbage.
calls and stuff. Oh wait, hold on. I'm getting
Jesus
furniture
Christ.
delivered. Is that all right? Hello?
What are you getting?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
He's high. He's on some
Yeah,
shit.
he must be. No way he would give small. He would normally just go, good.
Sam, try to use the word bouncy ball in the conversation naturally. Bouncy ball. You son of a bitch! He took off his headset.
I'll see you then.
You fucker.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Let me talk to him. Who was
Yo,
that?
15 minutes. I'm getting my my new bench under my window.
A bench.
You having
Wow.
a bench? Which
Well,
window?
I
This
got-
one?
No, I got a
Okay, I was gonna
couch,
say.
a new couch because my dog tore up my other one.
Oh,
Nice.
what makes you think it's not going to tear up this one?
Well, I got a
He
new
killed
couch
the
and I was
dog.
like, don't fucking get on it. And so the dog knows not to get on it, but then it needs something to look out the window. So I got a little bench for my doggy and it's got
That seems
it's got a little,
too nice.
Yeah.
well,
Something's up.
it's got a little pad on it. And so it'll be comfortable for her to sit out there and look out the
Show
window.
us the bench.
Yeah.
It's coming in.
I bet you.
It's one
I
of
bet you
those
this
like
fucking-
anti-homeless, like spiky benches. Or
No,
I'm
something.
putting
Yeah.
bear traps
No, so it's a
underneath the
fucking-
mat.
It's a fucking. What's that thing called? The Sybil? The fucking
Sex
weird,
bench.
The weird. Yeah, the
The
weird thing
Sibian?
with the dildo
Yeah.
on it. Sibian. That's yeah. The
Yeah.
Sibian. He bought his dog a Sibian. I don't get it.
You guys ever had a really like really constipated to the point where it's like this thing
Yeah.
ain't coming out? Yeah.
Oh God.
I've always
Yeah, I was
wondered if
constipated for
like
a
one
week
of those
once.
Sibians would just fucking rattle it out of you, you know? No, it
No,
wouldn't.
what you got to
Okay.
do is get a heating pad, put it on your stomach to the point where the poop boils in your belly, and it just leaks out. That's what I have to do
That's
weekly.
amateur.
That-
That's
I eat
amateur.
so much cheese. Yeah, it's actually
You know,
This is,
I've been in a hot
the whole
tub.
factory. Smell that cheese on my breath.
Yeah.
The smelling
We were talking about
listeners,
that before you
Bryan.
got in here. We're like, you know, fuck the audio listeners.
Well,
We need to do an olfactory only listeners, just like a smell based podcast.
Smell-o-vision. We could we could be the first podcast
Yeah.
with
it's quiet. You
smell-o-vision.
hear?
No, first we'll mail
used to.
out various spritzers and vials and stuff, and then we'll say
Flip to
like,
page 3.
yeah, flip to page 3 and open up this and let's spray that on your wrist. And that's what the old man smelled like. And then they'll be like, oh, okay. It'll be like they're living the experience.
We could put even feels in there too, like, and here's what his skin felt like, and we'll get, I don't know, his skin or something. We'll put it in there, and you can rub it. And
We
it's
will.
like, did you ever have those books when you were? Oh, you guys were kids so fucking long ago, but when you were kids,
Before
there'd
the
be, like,
printed word in the
Dragonology,
90s when
like,
Gutenberg
there's,
was
like-
around, he revolutionized everything for
Yeah,
you
like
youngsters.
Dragonology or like Piratology, like there were these themed books, and they had shit like that. Like throughout the whole book, it had like it was so cool when you're a kid. It had all this like stuff you could feel like this is what a dragon scale is, and like here's what a dragon
just
smells
made up
like. Yeah, all made up. But it had like little trinkets and jewels in it. I mean, they're
Oh.
all just like
You still
rhinestones,
remember?
but yeah, I remember. It was like the coolest book ever.
And what
I
does the dragon
had
smell
a
like?
subscription to Zoo Books. That was my shit
Oh,
growing
wait.
up.
Here's
remember
what
two
lion shit
books.
smells like.
Yeah.
Just-
Here's what a monkey that has been ravaged smells
Yeah.
like and feels
Is
like.
that a monkey cart.
Here's what it sounds like. Oh my god!
It's like a Harry Potter book. It
screaming.
screams in your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh shit. Let's go back to that. This is what a ravaged monkey smells like. That
Yeah, what does this?
I
Oh,
feel like that
I
would
don't
probably
know.
scar a small child to smell what
Yeah.
a raped monkey smells like. That's fucking
Whoa,
horrible.
whoa, I wasn't
Yeah,
necessarily
why?
saying rape. I was just
That's
saying
what ravaged means.
It could just mean like torn apart, right? Like
No,
ravaged doesn't
if
have-
you ravage a
ravage
woman,
have to be-
it means you're
Okay,
raping
well, in
her.
that context, but I'm saying if I ravaged
Okay, so if I came up
Monkey,
to you, I
I'll
was
look
like,
this
"Hey,
up.
I like to ravage women
Don't look
and
up
monkeys."
ravaged monkey.
Wouldn't you like
cause severe and extensive damage to it? It's not necessarily
to
sexual.
the pussy?
No, I'm saying
Yeah, or
if you
butthole.
ravaged a pussy, or it could just mean you just
What
fucking.
does a monkey's demolished pussy smell like? That's what I
Yeah.
want to know.
I was assuming it was male,
That's
so
what you're thinking
I don't
of.
know.
What does a monkey's demolished anus look like?
Ravaging is not inherently sexual.
I
don't
thought it
think
was.
can be.
I thought it
Well,
was.
you think a lot of stuff in that lens, and that's why you're a dirt person. Okay, and I'm
That's-
way above. I lowered above you with my knowledge.
Oh, I'm sorry,
This
Jesus.
is what a college degree does to a guy. Okay. I'm the loneliest man in the world.
I let you say that sentence and then let it just sink in. And
I'm saddest.
you say that to yourself when you wake up tonight, scooping up diarrhea out of the carpet with a little shovel.
We at the bars this week. It's my birthday weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Again? You're just going to the bar
Again? What do you mean? Again? The bars again. Yeah, some people go once a week. Okay, and I get a couple drinks. I get a couple drinkies. Okay, here's a natural segue to. Well, I've been taking it a little slow because that one day I gave this guy a thumbs up. Now they're like, "We're gonna kill you." I grab him. Let's kill him. I went to that same bar 1 week later. So like Tuesday.
They're still there
No.
on the same Coke bender. They're fucking.
I was really worried that they would be because I ran into like 5 people instantly that were there 1 week ago that day, and I was like, oh god, these guys are gonna be here. They're gonna fucking kill me. I'm gonna die. But I'm gonna make a short story long again. I'll try to be concise. Anyway, I went with one of my best friends. We're just, drinking all night. I'm spending God knows how much money because when I get really drunk, I just start buying random people drinks. It's like really bad, but my Ford Fables money never goes towards that. Anyway, I'm just buying all these people drinks. He's with me all night. Like we are speaking to each other at the bar, and like 5 minutes goes by. Well, my concept of time, when you're really fucked up is weird. But I'm like, oh, where's my friend? Where is he? And I start walking around. I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
and
okay.
I walk.
Was this someone you went with or someone you met?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I've known him forever.
Oh, okay. Because it made you the way you say you're like, "Where's my friend?" I'm like, "Do you even know who this guy is, or did you just happen to be drinking next to him?" And then you're like, "Where did he go?"
We've known each other since we were like 3 or something.
Okay.
Like real old.
Yeah.
And I go to the front door and a bouncer walks up to me. He's like, "Are you Sam?" He says my full name. And I was like, "Oh, yeah. Like, how'd you know?" Like, crazy. And he's like, "Your friend needs you." I was like, what? Like, my friend was like just here. Apparently, my friend, like 5 minutes ago, had been like, "Hey, man, I just threw open the bathroom and a bouncer saw me. I got to get out of here or I'm going to get kicked out." And I just totally forgot he said that. And so I start going out. And they're like, "Yeah, he's down there." And they point down at this like dark alleyway. And I'm like, "I don't see, like, what do you mean? Like, there's no one down there." And they're like, "No, he's like right there." And I'm like, "You do not mean that little like bundle of darkness hugging the wall in this disgusting alley filled with broken glass and piss." And they're like, "Yeah, that's him." And I was just started like cracking. I'm like, "Oh my god!" No, like it looks like a dead homeless person. And I walk like all the way down there, and he like couldn't open it. He was just like, like I was like, "Holy fuck!" Like, how did this? It looked like he'd been roofied or something. And these 3 random like rednecks came up and they're like, "Yeah, we found your friend here. Like, he needs to go to a hospital. He told us he needs 911. Like, he needs to go in an ambulance." And at this point, I'm just thinking, oh, he's just super drunk. And I don't even know, like, I don't think I have insurance anymore. So if I was about to go home in an ambulance, I'd fucking crawl home because I would not want to pay the amount for an ambulance ride. Apparently, like, super expensive. And so I'm like, no, I can just get him home in an Uber, whatever. And then I realized, like, oh, he like literally can't move. Like, he can't open his eyes or anything. He'd definitely throw up in an Uber and we'd have to pay. And when they told me that he had asked for an ambulance, I'm like, all right, call him, like, get him here. And I'm just standing with these 3 like redneck guys. They're like 30. And we're hanging out. An ambulance shows up, picks him up. It was like the whole time I'm like, oh, like, look at you, idiot. Like, I can't believe you got this drunk. And long story, short, once again, he went to the hospital. No, but the doctors told him, like, if you hadn't got to the hospital when you did, you probably would have never woken up because he was down to like 60% oxygen because his nose was so clogged and his like throat got swollen because he was so dehydrated that he had just like stopped breathing. And like his organs were starting to like, they could experience failure. And they got him to the hospital and stuff. And afterwards, I'm just hanging out with these 3 guys in the alleyway, and they like give me a cigarette. We're just out there. They're like, yeah, we're volunteer firefighters. Like, you got to save a life when you see it. And I'm like, what? You guys are heroes. Like, these are real fucking heroes. One of them's like, man, if you see a black Charger with red stripes, that guy's been trying to fuck my wife for months. Like, you let me know. He's like, in exchange for me saving your friend's life, you let me know. And I was like, all right, I will, dude. Yeah, I got all of them. None of them had any social media besides Facebook, which was kind of telling.
Yeah.
Of just like how towny they were.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then the next day he came to I was more hungover than him, and he showed up and was like, can you unlock your door? Like, I left my jacket here. And he had like his fucking hospital wristband on and stuff. It was remarkable.
I thought you were gonna tell me he did the guys were like, no, he's down that alley. Trust me, he's that little. Yeah, you were gonna get mugged.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
No, he's just driving a little further.
And they were gonna have a fucking like a hat on the end of a broom around the corner. Like, look, it's him down there. Yeah.
Ooh,
hey, my furniture's here. Back.
Your attempt to save a buck and not have your friend throw up kind of saved his life.
Kind of, but also if he would have died, I would feel so incredibly guilty because apparently when he was on the ground before he was able to not speak, he was going like, Siri, call Sam. Siri. And I had like 4 missed calls from him, and I was just hitting on the bartender and had no idea. And I was just like getting more drunk with her. And yeah, like I'd have to live with that forever, but thankfully he was fine.
You know, I never done shrooms. Would love to. I feel like acid would be more up my alley. I feel weird about munching on fucking weird ass mushrooms.
For a lot of people though, like I always wanted to do shrooms before acid. It didn't end up that way, but it's a lot like it's kind of less freaky because, you know, people have been doing them for thousands of years, and it's like a more natural thing than like a little sheet of paper where someone is in a lab is like
There's
devised.
nothing more natural than that. No, I think it's
acid's way more intense too. Like shrooms is a lot more like natural. Like you kind of see things. Like it felt like everything was like breathing, and I was seeing like my ceiling moving around. I actually had like stronger visual hallucinations than when I had done acid though. And like I was seeing a lot of shit, and if I'd close my eyes, I was like, it was all like really dark, but I did not close my eyes often. I like when I was just listening to music, I was going in my own world, and I was like freaking out. And I had chicken nuggets, and I couldn't eat for hours because every time I'd start chewing them, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm chewing up my own tongue and I don't realize it because I'm so fucked up. Yeah, and then I'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to choke on this. I'm going to die alone in my room because I was the only one here. And I was like, so I ate like one chicken nugget in like 5 hours.
I have that. I actually have that fear. Like when I was eating that burger when you first got in here, like if I wasn't talking to you, I would have been thinking about it. Like, I really need to just take small bites and stuff because I'm a guy that just picks up food. I'm like, I want to eat it so I can get going doing whatever I'm doing. I don't like to sit there and savor it. But you hear stories of people fucking choking to death in their house. How sad would that be? Dude, I have a 3-year-old and a baby.
Learn how to do, you should
choke on a fucking chicken sandwich.
I've almost choked to death like a ton of times when I was a kid. I've already told the story on the podcast where my dad gave me the Heimlich. I feel like I have a long time ago, maybe not, but I was at my cousin's house. My aunt, my bitch aunt, I love her to death. This bitch whore made the chewiest bacon I've ever had in my life.
I hate her already.
And I was like, just, you know, I used to choke when I was a baby all the time too, because I was just like, I was probably 12 or something though, and I'm eating this bacon, and I'm like, and I couldn't speak. Like it was choking to that point where I'm just like. My cousins just keep eating, and I'm like, and they just don't get it. They're younger than me, but still they're old enough. And I start like banging on the table, and my aunt was like, "What's wrong, sweetie? Like you need some orange juice?" And I'm like, and my dad was asleep in the other room. He was like super sick, and he woke up to the noise and was like, "What the hell?" and ran in there and was like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" and came over and gave me the Heimlich, and I spit up a piece of bacon fat like this long. Like I just hadn't chewed it well at all, and I just like threw it into the sink. And he was like, "Were you guys just gonna let him die
Just
here? Like,
watching
what the hell is going on?"
Well, I gave him orange juice.
Yeah, my aunt. Like, I've never seen people not understand the seriousness of a situation. Even afterwards, they were like, "Ha ha ha." Like, I almost died, you bitch.
Some people are like crazy too. I saw one kid, like a little 3-year-old, choking, and the dad's solution to it was he like lifted her up by her leg upside down and started smacking her back, and it worked. It fucking
It worked. Hell yeah.
It worked.
It works. It works.
Yeah, it worked. You should try it out.
I should try that out. The upside down smack.
I've
Hell
heard
yeah.
if you grab the bottom jaw and top and just tear them open, you can get in there and get the food out.
It's
and then
yeah.
you piece them back.
Yep. And then it just looks like ants on a log. Like you just pluck it out, out of the celery.
Man,
Yeah.
ants on a log sound good right
I saw
now.
a guy get yanked out by Riptide at the beach when I was a kid.
Oh.
And I was like
guy.
looking back, well, I was thinking like that Phil Collins song, you know, where he's watching a guy watch another guy drown. Kind of sounds like
What, in the air tonight?
In the air tonight, yeah. It's about him watching a guy watch a guy
Is that
drown.
actually, what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
But which sounds like Phil Collins watches a guy drown as well, which is what I was experiencing. I was on this
No.
beach and the fucking Riptide yanked this guy out, and I'm sitting there like I was thinking back and I was like, wow, that's horrific. Like I didn't do anything. I was young. But then I was like, the beach was full of like 100 people. Like everybody watched this guy get yanked
Did he
out.
die?
That's
Did he
a
just
cycle.
vanish?
Never to be seen again.
That's a psychological. I can't remember what it's called. I learned about that in psych class in high school, where the more people there are, the less likely any one
Surely
person
somebody's,
is to do.
yeah.
Because everyone's like, and there was a famous case where this woman was screaming in like New York for like, please,
Everybody in the apartment was looking down at her.
Everyone, like saw and no one did anything.
'Cause everybody's like, my neighbors are gonna call. Surely, yeah.
Yeah. This is surely you can't be serious. That's what it's called. The surely you can't be serious
Doctrine, yeah,
doctrine. Yeah.
yeah.
And then some people just don't care. They're like, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's
some
what it
people
was.
don't.
Is when that guy got
that-
yanked out at the beach, everybody was like, "This shit was too crowded."
Yeah.
I hope somebody goes in there to save him and gets yanked out by the Riptide as well. I hope.
Oh, free spot on the beach. His whole family's gonna be gone.
I
Surely.
hope they do like one of those chain a monkey things where they each grab each other's arms and then I'll kick the last guy off and then they'll just all
Monkey in a barrel.
flow out. They all get
That'd be
sucked
awesome.
out into the abyss. And I had the beach to myself. Yeah.
Just
But
go
anyways,
to.
That's a story about how I killed 68
Island.
people when I was a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? Why you?
I was just bending over to get a piece
Why are
of
you
paper.
sashaying around?
We saw your ass crack
Oh, thank God.
and a little poo come out.
A little bit of shit.
Crusty.
Yeah. Mm.
How
It grew eyes
high
and
up
went
does
back
your
inside.
butt crack go?
Yeah. Show it. Show us your ass crack.
Show us your creepy little ass crack.
You guys
Yeah,
don't
let me
make
see
the
it.
rules around here.
Yeah,
all
let's
right.
see that ass crack.
I'll be the third ass crack shower. All right.
The
Only
third one.
yeah, the third one. Only if Poob and Bryan show first.
Who be you first?
Nah, I'm good. I got swamp ass right now. I haven't taken a shower and it's hot. It's very hot.
Yeah.
Coward.
Coward. Fuck you. All right, still editing up my ass crack at this point.
Yeah, wait, don't you have like the sweet shower?
Yeah,
pic?
there's a picture of my butt already out there, so in circulation.
In circulation, that shit was on this Discord for so long as like a pinned image, as something people would just
I'm sad that it got
post.
unpinned.
Yeah. Well, General
Oh,
got
you still have
deleted,
it?
and I think I do still have it. Yeah. I actually have like I think like a whole
Put it on the
poop-
welcome page.
I have like a whole poop section on here in my my responses images folder.
Yeah, we have tons of pictures of you as a kid.
Creepy.
your
Yeah,
ass.
it's
Yeah.
all just,
We
you
do those-
develop.
We have those weird
funny when you're a
slideshow
baby.
videos where he's just like poop as a kid, ass crack, poop as a kid, naked. Or you like?
Oh no, I do have probably about 9 pictures of poop. Yeah. I got you
Okay.
sitting on a Sasquatch.
There's the
Oh,
one where you where
Looks
you
like I have
choking
a
your dog.
boner in that one.
I got you choking your dog until
That
it
one's pretty
dies. That one's a classic.
Yeah.
That dog is not. That dog is fine.
Look at the look at the dog. The dog
That is ultimate relaxation.
Yeah, I feel at
sleep is in a better place.
Dude, that dog
I
is
feel
so
the most
fucking
relaxed
big now.
when someone's strangling me with their thumb under my. That dog has completely
picture's
submitted.
hilarious.
It's like those.
But he is just asleep.
It looks like those fucking pictures.
It's got
where it's like
human arms. Look at
some
these
like
human
grandson put with their
arms.
dead grandpa.
And you look so happy about it.
That dog's like 130 now. Like 140. It's fucking cute. No, it's
How
like
old is it
100.
now? Yeah,
Like
how old is the
4?
picture?
Oh, I do have Poop's ass pick on here. If you guys want
One of them. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Well,
guys
all right.
want it all.
There's my turn, Brian.
There you go. That's your youthful little.
You have
Is
to
that even
hide that.
legal? How old are you in that picture?
He was 18.
I was 15. Just kidding.
You're not
No, that was
50.
freshman year of college.
I
Okay.
was 10.
I was.
You
I was
can't
like
show
18.
that on YouTube. That has to be censored.
No. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a little sensor bar just up the crack.
Oh
Nowhere
wait,
else.
hold on. I got it. Hold on.
What's that?
Hold on. Let me get Poop to.
That's where I'm sitting on Sasquatch, and it looks
Dude,
like
you
I'm
look so
bricked
young
up.
in that. How old are you now?
I was a junior. Yeah, I was a junior.
In what? High school?
College.
College?
Wait,
Oh.
Pretty nice pick.
Oh.
Yeah. Have him on your shoulder. Not on your hand like that.
That'd be your little angel on your shoulder.
Sneak a finger in there.
It's like a little voodoo image. Holy shit.
Oh, it's like you're grabbing
such
my.
It's honestly such a clean, like,
Yeah,
shoop.
it
Yeah,
is. You
they-
can put them on
they do it.
anything.
Yeah.
You look so youthful there. I could look that youthful again if I just shaved, quit
Make 'em look bent
drinking,
over.
You let the sun touch your face.
let the
everyone-
sun,
yeah.
you know, I just need, well, I'm about to go to a lake on Monday, so I'll be coming back extra.
For your
crispy.
birthday?
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, we not allowed to talk about your birthday?
Oh,
Is
no,
that
you
like
can.
The doxing? Oh, okay.
Yeah. What I want for
Well,
my
that's
birthday
cool.
is for everyone to go to papapoop.com.
And buy
Buy
a sweet
stickers.
hat.
No, the hats actually I feel like are a ripoff. And, you know, I'm the one selling them, but I get like,
Have you got any new hats
They
to wear
cost, like,
during the cottage?
they cost like $40 for the customer. I make like
$40?
$13 off each one
Wait, $40?
with shipping.
Holy shit. Okay, bring
And
that
I
cost
get,
down.
like-
Well,
Make
why
like
don't
$5
you?
off.
Why don't you
gotta
dial
make
it down?
$13?
Yeah, so you get like.
What do you mean?
$5.
I'm not where I would make like $5 and it cost
Yeah.
like 30. Would that be better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more expensive something is, your profit margin should probably go down.
$40 for a hat. That thing better fucking suck my cock when I take it off my
Why?
head.
No, it doesn't.
It-
I've
or it
tried.
better,
know, but
it
listen.
better be a moving picture. I don't like.
It-
I just.
It does look. It does change color, so that's pretty cool.
It's a magic hat.
You're gonna get sued. You're gonna get fucking sued. Somebody's gonna buy it.
And be like,
Get the
it
little
doesn't
booger
change
guy."
color. It's
Yeah.
just a green man.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's pretty sick. It's
Yeah.
moving in a way.
Is that like a
like-
stingray? What's on there?
It's the lean goblin who is here. Oh wait, no, I can't move it because it's all a Photoshop image. But you
No.
see Mighty the Freak, Protector Weak. Look at the smoke coming out near him.
Oh yeah. Holy
That
shit.
is-
That's fucking.
That's the patch too. That's not the drawing. That's
That
like
was the play. You just basically forced Stalt to show him your background too. That was a double.
oh
play.
yeah. Thanks,
That's pretty.
Stalt.
That's
You can do that.
all right. Well, is that the only hat, or you gonna get
Yeah.
another one?
Do they come in other
Really?
styles? Not really. But the that guy way over there, the flying guy, Cletus. I am making. I have the prototype being sent to my house currently. So
Wait, who-
if it gets here and it's acceptable, I'll put it on the website.
Ooh, can you stretch your camera out to the point where you can point at it directly?
I mean, yeah, that sounds like a lot of. Oh wait.
Be like this one right here. Whoop. Yeah, come on,
This one.
a little bit higher.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Oh, that
I
one.
got
Okay,
that one on my
okay.
desk right here next to me.
Yeah, you could have it on a hat.
See, I didn't
Whoa.
know. I thought you were talking about the butterfly guy.
Yeah.
No, well, that's Manny, so I don't know why you'd assume.
Yeah, my bad.
I thought you knew their names, Cletus and the Fiend.
Wait, Poop, that shroom fucking got you all fucked up. You got a monkey shirt? Is that a monkey?
What do you mean it got me all fucked up? I mean, I've had
You got a
the
freaking
shirt I wore on
monkey.
the Critical.
Oh, okay. I didn't
I
know
feel
this.
a lot like him, actually.
The monkey or Critical?
The monkey.
Oh,
I feel nothing like Critical.
yeah.
I feel like Critical, if I've, he was stretched out into the size of a normal man. I'm just kidding.
Oh
Just
my
kidding.
God.
What a nice guy. What a class act. Once again, thanks for coming on the podcast, Critical.
Yeah. Well, actually, we were using him to
Well,
Get a house.
leverage
Did we
better
even-
guests, and everybody's fucking ghosted me now.
Yeah, seems like it doesn't work.
yeah, what's happening?
Everybody's ghosting me.
Well,
Michelle
you keep
Obama
asking,
I'm
wouldn't
fine with
come
that
on.
one guy ghosting you. What's
Elon Musk.
Donut operators ghosting me. Tommy Innit just straight up said no. I went for the
Well,
biggest Minecrafter
that's
I knew.
good.
Wilbur Soot ghosted me. The
Well, he
list
got
goes
big
on.
already.
Well,
He doesn't
promise-
need you anymore.
promising future, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Guess.
basically us. We're just, and you know what the worst part is these fucking Patreon people. They're starting to get a little bit uppity for my taste.
What do you mean?
It's we do 3 podcasts a month. That's it.
Oh, they
Right.
want more?
And
like
historically, if we didn't do a podcast, I don't charge them. These people are fucking just so angry and demanding, and they're starting to develop this culture of like, I fucking more, and they
You need to
want them
look
like
within.
they want them like every fucking 7 days or something like that.
I mean,
And I'm like,
I wouldn't be opposed.
Garbage
That
like
would just be
this
4 a
is
week.
like
Yeah,
4 a month.
True.
Yeah.
we barely can scrape 2 pennies together to make one fucking podcast. and now they want 4.
Yeah.
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 And even that one sucks. So it's like fucking 4, dude.
Yeah.
What
it's-
about
4.
I want
you
to.
guys-
I want to roll back to the times where people were just happy that I was
That you
charging
happened.
them that month, and not
Yeah.
flaking
wasn't.
out and giving them one podcast, and then crying to myself. You know, but that was before. STALLTT's original purpose was not to edit. He was hired to make sure that I did the amount of podcasts that I was supposed to do. That was his original purpose.
What, like he was a fucking alarm?
I hired a boss, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
you're
And,
the most pathetic man in the world?
yeah. Well, you know
You're
how
a
you
what?
said you woke up and you
No, I know it's
and you looked at your procrastination. I looked at mine and I just acted on it.
that's why next year I want to see if I can pay
Hire
one of
a
my
boss?
roommates
Yeah.
to be like a personal trainer, because I feel like I have such little motivation to work out.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I was actively losing, didn't do it, maybe I would have more motivation. You know, money motivates. Okay, it does.
Yeah.
Ching. And also, I lost everything in Bitcoin, so it's like I gotta.
Yeah. You
It'll
just
come
need
back
you
up.
need to
You
let
just
it
put more
yeah.
money in there.
I dumped I averaged down and now I'm just in a giant hole on Ethereum.
I'm a dead man.
yeah.
yeah.
There's someone that's looking for me right now because I'm not paying bills anymore and I'm
And
scared.
I put it all in Dogecoin.
We're being honest.
It's gone now.
My accountant hasn't even messaged me back after I turned in all my documents. I don't even know if they're still doing my taxes or not.
They probably
Isn't
lost
it
all
due?
their money on Ethereum as well. They've,
Well,
everybody
they were due. They
stopped
said
doing
they'd
everything.
file an extension when I got them in. So, but I don't have anything like written and they could very easily be like, "Oh no, we decided to not take you on," and then I'm a dead man.
Yeah. I filed for an extension like I do every year. It's a planned extension. And it gives me
I'm gonna
another
be-
6 months.
Know what I'm more fucked for next year?
Why is that?
Because I will have made a lot more money than I did this past year because of the podcast and Twitch, and I'm saving just as little this last year, unless I start doing a lot better
What is-
right now.
What is with these fucking people and not?
I don't know
Why don't you?
what's wrong with them.
Why I don't get like especially fucking idiots on Twitch. They're like, IRS is bullshit. Gotta pay taxes. Like they don't get that. Yeah, 25% of what you make is going to the big man.
Yeah.
You know, you
I tell
estimated
big
payments.
man, come fucking say it to my face, okay?
They will. They
You,
will come down here
me.
and take everything you have. Yeah,
Oh, please don't.
and put you in prison.
Honestly, I probably need a little bit of hard time.
Prison's pretty cool. You don't have to pay rent there. You get
Free
friends,
sex.
free
Yeah.
sex.
Books. Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
ravaged like
Friends
the
for
monkey you
life.
love to watch.
You get your pussy ravaged.
I wouldn't be ravaged.
You'd be
You
the
don't think
ravager.
you would?
I walk up to the biggest, toughest guy in there, and I'd lay him out. in
I
one
ravage
hit.
him.
I'd ravage him, yeah.
God
I'd ravage
damn.
myself in front of him.
I walk up to the biggest guy in there, and I would start violently fisting my own ass
Yeah.
to show him
Well, that
who's
was,
boss.
yeah.
That happens to have music. in
Uh
their
oh. I forgot to hit start recording.
shit. Mm,
Oh.
classic.
Start recording. All right, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's
can't-
start this
I can't
thing over.
remake that last 50 minutes. There's
I
no
hit
way
it.
in
I
hell.
hit. No, I hit start recording,
I
but
can't
I just looked.
restart.
I just looked over and it said
I'm
stop
almost already
or start.
exhausted all of my juices. What do you mean you didn't hit start recording, you bitch?
It doesn't matter. Brian hardly speaks, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. You're good.
That's fair.
Yeah. And
Well,
yeah, you
you
know what?
you
Poop
have
was
his audio.
saying. Poop was saying. Brian hardly speaks, yet he still makes the same as me.
Oh, I did say. But, and then I immediately said, but I wouldn't want us to be making different amounts of money
Yeah.
because it would be
No,
weird.
but then he said Brian did have that Price is Right thing, which
It's goddamn that Price is Right thing is going to be hung
that'll
over my
carry
head till I
him for
die, dude.
another 50 episodes, probably.
Fucking
Yeah.
Price is Right in
Yeah.
my ass.
And then by then I'll make Price is Right too.
Well, what about Smell-O-Vision? Smell-O-Vision could work.
Until it becomes
If you can arrange
tangible.
it, yeah.
Once you start mailing out vials, then we'll talk.
Samples.
Do you have a guy for that or something?
Yeah, I
You have,
actually
like,
do
a
have a
connection?
Smell-O-Vision vial guy. Yeah, if you want me to hook you in.
I
I'll
ask
CC you
about
in on
this
the-
I
like,
can't believe that I didn't hit record. I'm
Weekly.
so that's fucked up.
well, it's pretty indicative
This
of the
is-
type of guy you are.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Really.
What is? I remember to hit it too. Like I don't know if I like misclicked it or what. Like I don't know.
Now you got me worried
I
that I
looked.
didn't. Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, now I got to.
Yeah, everyone look.
I just got a cold chill thinking about what if I hadn't.
Yeah.
God, I'd hate to be that guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
now
want to
I'm
hear
good.
something
Now
fucked
we're
up? Now,
No.
no. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Fine.
Some guy
Alright,
fucking.
If silence is the other option, okay.
Okay. Fine.
Whoa, what was
How
it?
fucked up?
It's not like fucked up. It's just it was a I guess. You ever have like a relationship with someone and you thought you were on the same page, and all of a sudden you're not on the same page, and
What
then
does
you're
that
like,
mean?
"What
Is this like a threat story or something? Are you gonna
No,
threaten me?
yeah.
Is
Okay.
this about unionizing again? God damn it! What is this? Yeah.
Did
feel
I
like
tell you that
thought
story, Brian? The unionizing thing?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for the people
I
at
don't
home,
forget it.
I gave Poob and Brian a raise, and then I told them a horrific story about the true story in town of this company that unionized, and then the guy that owned the company just shut everything down.
I think you said that on the on your stream, right?
Did I?
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
after
okay.
after the podcast, you did
Eh,
the Forehead Fables stream.
Oh, yeah, the stream,
You're
yeah.
talking
Is
about
that
it, yeah.
video being made?
yeah, it's being made. Yeah.
I feel like we should have even done another session and got more. In my head, I'm always keeping a giggle quota, and you know how
it
many
just
giggles
wasn't.
did this
It
get?
wasn't up to it.
Well,
Yeah.
it didn't hit a ton of giggles for a full-fledged video, but
We'll see.
your channel also has less standards.
Yeah,
than mine, so,
the standard's so low.
yeah. So
Yeah.
honestly, it's probably fine. I didn't take that into account when I was
Yeah.
doing it.
That's why.
So when are we going to have our next big contender for Laugh of the Year? I feel like it's been so long since
Laugh
we've had
of the year? What the fuck are you talking about?
You know, when you have that one of those great laugh sessions with your boys, you say that could be the Laugh of the Year. You know, something really funny happens. It's been a while since we've had a genuine hearty. You know,
As a group, yeah.
yeah.
My laugh of the year was from me being sleep deprived, and I laughed at the rape scene from Rick and Morty.
Christ.
When the jelly bean rapes Morty or attempts
haven't
to,
seen that.
I was fucking crying laughing. I couldn't breathe. It was because I was like sleep deprived. Otherwise, I wouldn't have laughed that hard. But yeah, that was my laugh of the year so far.
I had my Laugh of the Year a couple months ago in Discord.
What happened?
I just somehow just said the most off the cuff, like unbelievable lie to my friends, and they believed me. Right? Okay. So it was right after you got me the GoXLR, and I had just been taking sound clips of my friend talking all day, And then when he left, my other friends joined. And I was like trying to make them think he was there. And it like, we're for a second, they're like, oh, what is that? Like, is that a recording? And I had one where my friend was like, oh, my eyes hurt. And they're like, what happened? How did that happen? I'm like, oh my God, you guys didn't hear. Like, he was peeing and he got a boner and he shot his pee up and it went right into his eyes. And they were like, no fucking, are you kidding me? And I'm like, yeah. And it blew his hair backwards, like slicked it back. And they were like somehow still believing me, like completely sober. And like it just kept evolving. And eventually I broke and was like, you guys realize how insane that sounds. And like all 5 of us just laughed for like probably 15 minutes straight. Like, oh, like it hurts. Like one of those laughs. And that was,
they're never the funniest shit when you laugh that hard either.
It's always
it was just so stupid
thing.
Yeah. It's like
it's
that.
The fact that they believe me.
Bryan last night, he probably doesn't even realize it, but he posted something and then walked away from it, not knowing that like a time bomb, hours later, I was going to get on completely sleep deprived. I've gotten like 4 hours of sleep for the past like 4 months. So like laughing isn't very high on my to-do list because I'm just fucking out of it. Mm-hmm. I get on, I sit down, I'm like, oh, Bryan posted a webm. I go to click on it. It's this kid on like American Idol or something like that. And this lady's presenting him and she goes like, this is Troy. He's autistic and blind. And then the crowd is just quiet for like 30 seconds. And then the guy just hits the buzzer. And I thought that was the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I sat there quietly by myself just laughing. And I watched it 3 more times. I thought it was funny as hell. Because they got that perfect quiet. You know the difference between a quiet room and a quiet crowd? Like you can hear the rustling of people. They put that sound in there of just, this is Troy. He's autistic and blind. And then it's that noise of just like people shifting in their chairs and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Paper being scrunched.
Yeah.
I had some good giggles yesterday watching those nature docs. I was just in here like, like seeing those little monkeys with the hair like dance around like the birds of paradise, like doing their little dances the whole time. I was just like, oh, it was good. It was less laugh of the year, more like cute little girly giggles.
Yeah.
Which are also great.
Are they?
That's a kind of a Thumb Wars reference, but I don't assume for either of you to have seen that. So
what, Thumb Wars? No,
Thumb Wars.
I know the fuck is Thumb Wars?
It's a movie. Have you ever seen Kung Pao?
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I've never seen it. That guy
made a series of movies like Bat Thumb, The Thumb Titanic, Thumb Wars, where it's
like thumbs with the faces, right?
Thumbs with like eyes and mouths superimposed on them, and they do like the Star Wars movie, but they're like all thumbs, and some of them are like upside down mouths with like googly eyes here, and they're like, oh, bah. Really dumb shit. But when I was a kid, it was like the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
How long are these?
Not that long. They're like probably like 40 minutes or something each.
Oh my! I could not watch 40 minutes of thumb people.
Yeah, you could.
No,
yeah,
that thumb shit. Maybe like one clip, right?
No, you have to watch the whole thing. It's so good.
It seems like it kind of has like a time expiration time on it. Where
now you get so wrapped up in that world. You know, the world building is so incredible. These little thumbs.
I totally forgot I was watching thumbs with faces on them. That's like that Team America movie. Like I couldn't watch it because it's like
I used to love that movie when I was a kid too.
Little puppets.
I love those little puppets.
Yeah. Fucking guy off me.
Oh.
I threw you like a rag dog. Yeah. Shit.
Another good bit for the listeners.
Yeah, for those listeners. Yeah.
And
scene.
No, I said and.
Yo, I know STALLTT already heard this, so he's gonna be fucking like screaming internally while editing this because I've already told the story. It was so fucking insane to me. I've been watching nothing but you know, I love Seinfeld, so I watch Seinfeld reruns all the time, and then immediately from that, I've gotten into Curb Your Enthusiasm. So I've been in a very similar
Like a more edgy version of it.
Cyclical, like the way that they write and everything. And I always like watch them. I go, I understand that, but like nobody would ever have that happen in their life where it's like such a weird, like nobody would be, because he always takes like weird stances on stuff where it's like you're kind of rude if you point it out, but at the same time, it like who the fuck would do that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I had one of those moments where I invited my mom over to my fucking house for dinner with my brother and his family to come see the kids while the kids were playing around the backyard. Easy, right? I was like, hey, come on over. We're going to have Chinese food because we have this Chinese place right down the road that everybody loves. I'd already told my brother and his wife was super excited. My kids love the food. Abby loves the food. Everybody loves it. And she was like, oh, that's great. But only if I pay for dinner is what she said. I said, sure, whatever. So she was like, deal. Yeah. You pay for the fucking dinners for like 9 people. Why not? And so I was so pumped for that. I didn't eat fucking lunch that day because I was so excited for just destroying all this Chinese food. You're
make her wallet scream, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And she fucking, I'm so excited. So I call her at like 5:30 to give her my order for like what everybody wants because she's got to pick it up on the way. And she's like, oh no, I've decided to, I'm going to cook instead if that's okay. And I'm like, what? Like, I did not even hide my, like, I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, I made wild rice casserole and green beans. And I was like, Mom, that is the biggest downgrade I've ever heard in my fucking life. You can't go from fucking delicious Chinese food to wild rice casserole with green. First of all, who the fuck
is a rice casserole?
Who the fuck decided that? Like, my family's the only family I've ever seen where they're like, a casserole is the main dish. No, a casserole is like a shitty side at Thanksgiving that nobody eats.
My family functions, we've been known to have a couple casseroles as an entree, but not my part of the my extended family.
It's fucking weird.
The rednecks.
Yeah, just to like show up with a casserole and some fucking microwave green beans and act like. So, anyways, she comes over.
I just called the whole thing off.
No, she came over with that.
Don't come over.
And she's like, also, I made banana pudding. I was like, okay, whatever. Okay. And because I like banana pudding. If you make it like you would make banana pudding for a family, right?
If it weren't for the banana pudding, you would have hung up on her.
I would have hung up on her.
Got some.
Well, no, I was depressed. I was pretty pissed off. It ruined the night for me, to be honest.
Why don't you just go get it yourself? I would, if I were so hyped up for that, I would just go buy it myself.
Well, that's the thing. Is like she got there. I was like, well, what's wrong? And she like, I thought maybe the restaurant was closed or something like that. She was like, oh, well, I thought about how many people were gonna be there. I figured I would just, it was just so much money. And I was like, I told you how many people were showing up, and then you offered. Like you offer, and then you settle for fucking wild rice casserole, which by the way tastes like shit because it's a fucking wild rice casserole. I don't care if fucking Emerald made it; it would still taste like dog shit. Fucking casserole made with rice. Anyway, so then
I can't even really visualize what that would.
It's just shit. It's just shit in a fucking in a casserole dish. It's not
like
good.
The wrap that goes around a sushi, but just that and laid out. With
only thing.
What else?
The only casseroles that are good is like sweet potato casseroles and stuff like the shit with like the
casserole,
the marshmallows on top. Yeah,
with brown sugar.
Yeah, those are good.
Sweet potato casserole.
Those are great. I can't think of like any other casserole that I like, but
breakfast casserole sometimes hit when I was a kid. If you ever had that,
I've never had one of those. That like eggs and bacon and shit.
It was like breakfast pizza casserole thing. It was odd, but
yeah,
it sounds a lot better than rice casserole.
Yeah, this was not
more
good.
Like rice asshole or something.
You should have,
bitch mom.
Yeah, what's funny is everybody was told it was Chinese food. Everybody sits down with this fucking. Everybody took like the lunch lady scoop of just like disappointedly threw it on their plate, and everybody was just like
slop.
Yeah, they literally saw my sister-in-law take one fucking spoonful and put her spoon down. It was the funniest thing in the world. And then she texted under the table to my brother and was like, what the fuck? Just eat.
Get me the fuck out of here.
So, anyways, I sat there and put up with that shit because I was like, oh, I got banana pudding.
Oh god, here it
Don't tell
comes.
me she fucked up the banana pudding.
How do you fuck up the banana pudding? There is one way, at least in my family, this shit has been, everybody makes it the same way, where you do vanilla wafers, whipped cream, banana pudding, the little slices of banana, start over, and it's like a parfait in a big parfait dish, and you scoop down and you get all the vanilla wafers and everything. It's great. She it was just a sheet. But it was another casserole dish of just banana pudding with like banana slices in it. She was like, oh, I put cookies in there. And I'm like, fucking just going through it with the spoon. Where? Show me one cookie. She's like, I guess they dissolved in there.
Oh my god.
They're not cotton candy, you bitch. It's cookies.
Get your fucking
I
deadbeat
have
ass
eaten
in my
this shit a million
house.
times. Never have the vanilla wafers dissolved in there. She's like, I used something else. It was a different kind of cookie. I was like, well, you fucked up because now I'm pissed off of the entree. I'm pissed off of the dessert. Everything was bad. So anyways, after she left, we ordered pizza and that was pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So,
She literally, her and my grandma left. We closed the door and I go like, you guys want to order pizza?
It would have been, dude, it would have been fucking the ultimate power move if you just like
ordered it there.
Took one bite. Yeah, you put one bite, you're like,
pull up DoorDash.
Take your phone, like, hello?
Yeah, right
like
there
a
at
double
the table.
extra large
Yeah,
pizza. Yeah, just
large
like,
pizza.
Yeah, this is not gonna cut it. My food's all
fucked up casserole and pudding. I don't know how.
Yeah, this son of a bitch.
To the pizza
pie.
people, don't even say hi to them or anything. Just the second they go like, "Hey, this is Papa John's," just be like, "Fucking bitch, messed up the casserole."
Yeah.
I would
believe what happened in my house. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How far away does your brother live? Was it like?
Oh, dude, we have houses right next to each other. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're like
Whoa.
Yeah, we're like polygamous. We have like shared house like right next to each other.
No way. He's not your neighbor, is he?
Yeah, he's my neighbor, right next door.
Direct neighbor?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I feel like this has never come up before.
Not to the sides. He's across the street.
No, I feel like what we could do is if we could get zoning done, we could we could just bridge the houses and make a big hallway that connects.
Oh, he's right next to you. Okay.
Yeah, right next to me. How cool would that be?
Are you fucking with me? Or
You told me he was your neighbor, but I thought he was across the street.
No,
did you talk shit about the?
Yeah, Jewish ladies to my other side. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
And then the dude that I used to text and go like, "Hey, come outside. I'm gonna fight you." That guy, I scared him off, and then his house was open. And my brother moved in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it wasn't like a big ordeal for them to go over there and get shitty food. They just walked right over.
No, but it was as big of an ordeal as me waiting all day for it because they knew about it. Yeah.
They took the underground.
Do you go over there often, or do they mainly? Do you guys visit each other often, living that close, or is it a like, hey,
where do you think he goes?
You know what's weird is me and my brother did not get along as kids at all.
But now you do.
And then now that we're adults,
that happened with my dad and his sister.
Yeah. It's usually one or the other. You know, like either they get along as kids, and then once they get old, they don't like each other as adults, or they hate each other's guts when they're kids, like me and my brother.
Just imagine
they hate each other.
Imagine having just a healthy relationship in childhood and adulthood. That'd be awesome.
No, that doesn't work. It's a healthy relationship in both would imply that you don't really know each other that well in either respects,
or that you know each other so well that you.
Okay, now it's starting to sound like incestuous.
What?
Yeah.
Incestuous? No, I'm saying like I'm not trying to fuck him. I'm just saying it'd be cool.
Do you have an older brother?
Well, what?
Do you have an older brother or younger?
Yeah, I do. I've told you about my older brother before.
I don't think so.
You bitch.
Okay. What are those noises? Are you getting like?
Told you it's goddamn construction.
Hold on.
No,
it's my fucking. Hold on.
Oh, I hear a buzzsaw constant through my headphones. I hear it.
Here, I can fix that real quick.
I don't think it's being picked up.
No, it's Bryan. His actual.
There.
The actual money is coming in and going ding ding.
Muted.
Work on this.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Whoa, I got
the only reason I say 2 words and I fucking clock out right there. That's the only reason.
Bryan, you should quit that job and become full-time podcast streamer like me.
Yeah,
I'd have to
actually very
write
luxurious.
ideas.
Yeah, and legwork would have to be done.
I would love to have some stupid shit to do on here, but it's all visual. Like, how do you make something funny audio, really, other than do a stand-up bit? What? That was it, right?
Wow.
That's
All right.
write that
down. I'm writing that down.
Fuck it.
Creepy fucking Native American noises. That's what, is that what that was?
Sounds like every like Middle Eastern song.
Oh, did it go away?
Yeah. A little bit. And then you can do the robot one. That's the only one I know is the robot one. That's the only one I know. I spit everywhere out of my mouth.
Why don't you have your
What's this one?
brother over for a physical podcast again sometime? I get these goddamn people in my chat all the time. They go, "When's Sam's brother gonna be back? When's Sam's brother gonna be
No,
back?"
he
Like you would know, right?
okay, so this is what I was gonna say earlier was
I know, like I would find they don't understand that.
my
That would
brother,
take
my brother
thinking
had
skills.
he had a preemie baby, so he's been kind of
Another one?
yeah.
Good God.
He has two, yeah.
Seed is so
Is
festering.
he just copying you? Like what? I don't get it. Like
Yeah.
they had another kid. We're gonna have to rush this thing out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get this.
Like
fucking
I
kid out
told him
now.
a long time ago, I was like, "You want to hear my special sex move? You actually orgasm
Take the
inside the
fetus.
woman." And then he started, and all of a sudden he had two kids. I was like, "You're stealing my fucking moves."
Just did my job.
Yeah.
My tactics.
Yeah, exactly. So he has like a young kid. I got a young kid. We just don't have time to do it during the because he works all the time. He works till like 8 p.m. and then he has
could make an hour or two.
Yeah,
once.
we could. I was gonna wait until his kid wasn't, like a fucking gerbil without
Hot
hair.
Cheeto.
Yeah. We gotta wait until it's all. He's not fretting every day, and the kid stays up all night screaming.
Sounds like a brat.
It's honestly, he's got a
Step
piece of
on him.
shit because I got his first kid was great, and then his second kid's a pain in the ass. I was blessed with my first kid was a pain in the ass. The second one is I don't even think I've heard her cry. She might be autistic. I think that's a pretty good indicator of autism.
Oh,
She just
is that
I
really?
mean, she's probably half at
sits
least
there.
because of you.
and rarely cries. Every once in a while, I hear her cry. But
I mean, it
she
doesn't
Do you ever
mean
just,
I
do you ever just
cry
like
very
get her in the
rarely.
face like this? Like
I've never
Get her?
actually physically abused my
Try-
child.
no,
Try
no,
holding
like
her
one of
nose.
those.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, try to
I've never
cover her mouth like
fucking
this.
gotten her in the eyes or anything.
You gotta teach her this one.
Real early, yeah.
You gotta teach her young out because that's like one of the best attack moves people throw at you when you're out in public.
Yeah. I've heard I heard that's what you were scared of at that bar where they're like, your friends are down that alley.
I was walking down the alley the whole time.
In your pocket, you had your hands so stiff and ready to.
He just takes off his glove and goes like this, like he unsheathes it, like.
Damn.
That's what saved his life. They saw that and they just like they bailed.
They scrammed, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, you better run. And I lift
shit.
my friend over my shoulders and I carried him to the hospital so he didn't have
The
to
whole
pay.
time guarding your.
Yeah.
Just in case a stooge tried to attack me. Any number of the three. Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, Abby casually dropped that she wants a third.
Holy shit! Is she retarded?
I fucking I was like, no, it's not happening. Not in a
Jesus
million.
Christ.
First of all, we live in a tiny house. I'm like, I'm not buying a new house. I finally got the way I like it. Next door to my brother. I got the
I
fucking
thought
backyard
one was too
fenced.
many.
Yeah,
I already thought one
too
was too
You know
much.
what?
Like-
She's like
Is she retarded?
she's like what's that? There's a classic mythological tale of the thing that's so greedy it's insatiable. And she
What, with the gold?
First she wanted this fucking dog, and I was like,
Midas
fine,
or
I'll get
whatever?
you the dog. And then she's like, I
Midas
want
is touch.
the house, and I was like, fine, I got you that. And then she wanted the kid, and I was like, okay, we got it. And then she
I
wanted the
want two
second
kids.
one, yeah. And I'm like,
Does she want
surely
a
she's done.
son?
I don't know.
Is that why?
No,
She's
she
just
don't
trying to
want
get
a son. I think she just wants. I
Did
think
she
what,
want another? Didn't you
a
just
horde?
have this fucking kid?
I know.
Yeah.
And the
You can
doctor,
space them
when
out
the
a little
doctor
bit.
was
God damn.
taking the fucking
Yeah.
kid out, doctor was like holding up her fucking uterus and like looking. It looks like a piece of saran wrap, and she's like, "Yeah, your uterus is all fucked up. I wouldn't have another one." And she was like, "Okay." And then she's like, "I guess we're done." And then now she's like, maybe like a third.
What the
She
fuck?
wants to die in childbirth, is what it sounds like.
I know, I
Fucking
leave you with
better
the kid.
because this
The
house can
ultimate-
only hold 4 fucking people. All right.
Max capacity.
So if
Do
she's
they
making
each have their
another
own
one,
room?
she either sleeps in the backyard or dies. Those are the options.
How many
Dude.
bedrooms is your
Oh.
home?
Yeah.
I 3. I got 3.
Okay,
he keeps
that's
he keeps
perfect.
making more.
Yeah,
He
you
keeps
do not need
dividing
another
the
kid.
bedrooms.
Yeah, I don't need another kid. I have my office. Kid ain't sleeping in here. This isn't a bedroom. It's like a closed-in garage, but I don't know. The whole.
You need me to talk some sense into Abby.
Yeah, put her on the phone. I'll say,
Yeah.
you will die if you get pregnant again.
The doctor literally
baby will
said
tear
you might
through you.
die. Yeah.
Like Alien.
Yep. That's actually what she said. She said she has
She's-
a uterine window, is what it's called.
She's gonna get one of these kids and like stiff you with the bill. She's gonna die, and you're gonna have 3 shitty kids to take care of.
I don't think
pretty
I.
fucking
I would
rank.
quickly
Horrible.
get married. I would find just some random
good
woman.
luck.
Yeah.
Put the other kids for adoption, right? Like just
No, I wouldn't
yeah.
get rid of
Doing
them. I'd
meth- start
keep
doing
them, but I
meth?
need some help.
No.
I would hire a woman.
They're young enough. They'd probably just have vague memories of their old life. But
yeah,
you could get rid of them.
you could dump them so fast.
If
Like,
I-
it's-
if I'm-
right now is the best time.
Oh,
you just
no, I want to
have
keep
your
they wouldn't
them.
brother.
remember you.
I want
They
to
wouldn't
keep
know
Your
who you
brother
are.
raised them.
Yeah, he's
No,
he's
I
right
don't
in
want
the
to
store.
look across the yard and see what gremlins he's turned my
And then you'll
perfect
be-
kids into.
You ever thought about like swapping kids? Be like, hey, I
Oh,
want
shit,
this
yeah.
one.
No, his
Just like-
kid is a year younger than mine.
Yeah,
Keep in
but
mind,
like-
mine's only 3, right?
No,
His
you
kid's
guys- like,
2.
you guys-
His kid is fucking outpaces everything my child. Like the guy.
Oh, you want him? He could be an athlete.
No,
Yeah,
the
you-
kid's
you
like
would
the Hulk.
trade
Like,
both the kids.
That kid is fucking constantly fucking himself up on everything.
Has someone ever tried that? Like, has someone ever just taken a kid
Swapped him.
and then the brother who's like similar age, they trade the kid, be like, yeah, this is now
Parent Trap.
this is now
Not really.
this is now
Not really.
Madeline, and that's now Jake or whatever the fuck.
I'm sure his
Or
name's
are
like
they both
Hunter.
girls? Are they both girls?
No.
If they were both the same gender, you swap them and be like, just start calling that kid that name, and then he would call them that name.
What was your
And,
kid
like-
almost named? Gunther or something? Or
Hogarth.
No,
no?
Oh, yeah,
it's not
yeah.
Hogarth. And that's Iron Giant shit right
I
there.
know.
No,
I was gonna. If I had a
Holy
boy, he was
shit.
gonna be Hogarth,
That'd be
no,
kind of
Sam.
cool.
I think Abby's
Garb.
right. You should have another kid.
just so I can name him
She's
Hogarth.
gonna try and name him
No.
some bullshit.
Do a swap. Do a swap experiment. Just see if they would ever know.
Yeah.
The government. How would the government know that that's not your kid anymore? Like you could just pretend like that's your kid.
I've always wondered if you had identical twins, how many
Because-
times they
okay.
get mixed up where you're like, you
They
were
would just- they would
originally
just, like,
named.
No, they would know because my brother over there it's some weird ass Lannister shit. My brother has dark ass hair, dark ass
Yeah.
eyes, and he keeps giving birth to these blonde headed freaks with blue eyes over there.
Well,
Okay, she's cheating.
she's
That's
cheating
what that
on
is.
them.
Yeah, I think it's
she's
what it
fucking
is.
The mailman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mailman happens to be
blonde man.
My mailman's a black lady, so that's even weirder. The plot thickens. This is a very strange episode of
That's not a mailman. That's a mail woman.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Male
Do you think they
Yeah.
appreciate being called male women instead of
male
I
person.
feel like,
I
yeah,
think.
you're just supposed to say, like, male whore?
I
male?
think they just
whore?
call male bitch, yeah, or something like that.
Male bitch. Yeah, they
Well,
like that.
Yeah.
Male has the word male in it, as in like
Yeah,
man. So
but I'm saying it with an
a
I.
postal whore. Yeah.
Yeah, postal babes, maybe.
Postal babe. Yeah.
Every girl likes being called a babe. That's a compliment. What, you don't like being called a babe, you bitch?
Yeah.
And that's all you have to say if they
Or courier
if they have any problem with it. Yeah,
Courier kind. Yeah.
that's a good one. But god damn it, do I respect postal workers? Thank
That
you.
is. They are honestly
Thank
the
you for giving me my
only.
mail.
They're the only like federal branch that doesn't get shit. I don't think.
Firefighters.
If it
Yeah,
weren't for you
nobody
guys,
shits
that
on
would be fire
firefighters.
bombs.
Yeah.
Firefighters are just cool.
Yeah, they're just
police.
cool.
Volunteer firefighters saved my friend's life the other day.
Yeah.
They were heroes. A cop would have just get this homeless bitch out of here. No, please. He has
They
a
just
home.
kept
He has
stepping
a
on his
home.
neck.
Yeah. Oh, we found a dead body. Oh my god. Call
She's
it
already
in.
dead.
We don't want to write any paperwork.
Yeah.
Fucking. Goddamn. Yeah, firefighters were sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But what about garbage men? No one cares about garbage men. Like
garbage men?
Nobody rags on
High
them either.
respect. High
Okay,
respect
the
for
difference
garbage
is
man.
that
I think it's just
garbage
cops that get
men,
ragged
that's
on.
not a federal thing.
Is it?
No,
Oh,
there
yeah, I
is
guess
private
it's city.
company.
Well, here it's
here.
city based.
Yeah, it's,
Well, here it's like based on the city.
Yeah, they have
Like,
a-
property tax covers.
here
it.
it's a contract. It's a company that has a contract with the county.
But
Or
still,
the
they
size.
do some goddamn dirty work and don't get enough thanks for it.
It's because they're
So this
garbage men.
podcast
They're
episode
literally
goes out-
garbage men.
Goes out to
I
garbage
don't.
people.
No. I own this shit, and I hate garbage people. I hope
This
they die.
episode goes out to garbage
This-
people.
we're
Our
going back-
streets
this-
would look like
No,
like
the streets
fucking,
will look fine.
A landfill.
This episode goes out to street sweepers. That's what it goes out to.
Yeah.
I
They
don't have
make
any
the
fucking
streets
street
look good.
sweepers here. All I have are garbage people.
You don't got street.
You don't
sweeps?
have a.
No, I
your
have
streets
street
look like
sweeps.
shit.
No, they don't. Because the garbage people.
No. Yeah, Indiana
Do they
looks like
sweep your
Silent
streets?
Hill.
Garbage. No, we don't have to sweep the streets. The rain washes all the garbage downhill down to southern Indiana.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
What states?
so it
North
actually
is
gets
up
worse.
and
It
the
actually gets
south is
worse. Is
down.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, it gets worse in other places. We just throw all the shit in a river and it goes to the ocean.
Like anyone.
All water leads to the ocean, so
Yeah.
it's a fact. Man-made ponds. I mean, no, we do have some really gross lakes around here, though. I feel like they just throw all a bunch of shit in there, dead bodies and garbage, and fish.
Sort of.
You guys don't have alligators up there, do you?
No, we
No,
do not
of
have
course not.
alligators. in Indiana.
When you said the shit just goes down to the
It's too cold.
southern Indiana, it just goes down into Kentucky, which seems right because Kentucky's a fucking shithole.
Louisville's nice, but yeah, the rest
Is it?
I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, no,
Louisville?
Louisville is pretty cool.
Is it pronounced Louisville?
It is when he says it.
Louisville?
I thought it was like Louisville.
Yeah, it's
like,
Louisville.
Like Louisville.
It's not Louisville.
It is
Isn't
when
it
I say
Louisville,
it.
like Louis.
No, it's not spelled
Louisville?
kind of like that. You're Louisville. No, it's
Not Louisville. Like
Could be
Louisville.
wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Louisville.
Probably.
Yeah, it is
Probably.
if you're
As
from
As a
Kentucky.
man that has been there recently, I feel like I would know more than a Canadian
I bet
and
you-
Florida.
I bet you it's one of
Okay.
those like
I
you
bet-
can pronounce it both ways.
I think
mean,
foreigners probably pronounce it Louisville, and then
Fine.
people that are there, Louisville.
pronunciation.
You know.
Still saying it kind of weird.
Holy shit! Okay, okay, that was the worst pronunciation. This guy is on like he's on his like fucking like earbud fucking thing. He goes Louisville.
Sounded kind of like Louisville.
Look at that
though.
video. No, hold on. I gotta give it
No.
another. I think this is a joke thing. Louisville. I think he was
Louisville.
Louisville.
Yeah, it's Louisville.
Laos?
Lois. It's
Louisville.
Louisville. It's Louisville.
I don't know how much I trust that guy with his shitty mic.
Trust
but yeah.
me, okay? And if I'm wrong, who gives a shit? But I'm probably right. But I think
No.
it's Louisville.
No.
Louisville Slugger.
No,
Listen, I've been
you
going to
went-
this place. Like they send you
I had
there
one
for
of
field
those,
trips.
a Louisville Slugger.
What's-
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
Yeah, what
they
is that? Because
it's
I
a
was typing it
baseball
out and I
bat
thought it said something
factory
else.
thing.
a Louisville. Can
When
it
I
be
typed it
Louisville?
out,
It's not goddamn
Yeah.
Louisville.
It's
I don't
Louisville.
think it's Louisville.
It's Louisville.
It's Target.
Louisville. Louis.
It's Loisville.
Laos.
How do you spell Lois?
Lois. Talk
Oh.
about like Family Guy Lois.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
I think of when I
LOIS.
think Lois.
Lois.
Yeah.
And then this
And
is
Lois
Lewis.
This is
Louis.
Laos.
The more it's Lois is Louisville is one of those things where I'm looking at it, and the more I look at it, the more I
And
feel like
Louis
it's
Vuitton.
misspelled.
Is Louis Vuitton spelled the same way.
Yep.
In French, you know.
So Louis
French around here.
Vuitton, so it's a Louisville.
Let's move on from this. This is fucking retarded.
How do
No,
you
I
say
think we
it?
should hang on this for longer.
We should hang on to the Louisville
It's just
argument.
a winning bit. Louisville.
Louisville or
Louisville.
No,
Louisville.
it's Louisville. We're going
Louisville.
this circle.
Louisville.
It's
Louisville is
Laville.
what I say, but I could be saying it wrong. I just
No,
I think you're right.
I don't think
fuck
there's
it.
a wrong.
Yeah.
It's like those people. It's like
There is
New
a wrong
Orleans is right,
Nolans.
but
New Orleans.
Nolans is probably what someone says that fucking lives there.
Nola.
You ever
Cameras are
think
just
that your
expensive as hell.
procrastination has something to do with your consumption of media?
I think my consumption of media might be like, a way to almost keep procrastinating, or just you know to keep being a spectator.
Yeah.
And like you don't have to do anything when you're doing it.
Exactly. Because I sit
like
there and have
raised
to. Well, everybody's fucking raised on it. Everybody's got
I know,
TV.
but I mean like when I go to my dad's from the time I was a little kid, I just get left at home like when he was at work because like they couldn't afford a babysitter or anything. But I was like responsible enough to be there. But I just sit there and I just fucking watch the same VHSs and DVDs like over and over. And then it just turned me into kind of like a reference machine. And it's pretty awful. But ew, oh my God, that's how you do a throw a bit, huh?
That's how you do a throw a bit.
Guys, it's real. It's real.
That look that sounded real. It's very visceral.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
Cereal and water.
Cereal and water, yeah. See, it wasn't quiet, but it wasn't too loud. It was just a little bit. Yeah.
It was worth it. That was worth it.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't have to pee. I was just making that up.
Right. One throw up a podcast now. Okay.
Yep. We're gonna
Sam, you're up next.
We're gonna slip them in there.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Why'd you say God damn it?
I don't know.
Poop, why?
Do you have any passion, Brian?
Passion for
Honestly,
what?
I've stopped asking
Crime.
Brian questions because he's got nothing going on. Nothing.
Well, do you have any
I just live my life.
Listen,
Dude,
I don't
play
even
games.
I don't have much passion yet or any hobbies, but I have I have
Yet?
a passion to one
gaming
day
is my
have
hobby.
passions. I have ambition.
What do you mean passion yet?
I mean,
How old are you?
Totally. No, 22.
20 people don't get more passionate as they get older. They get more curmudgeonly, like the
You get
fucking
less
old guy
passion.
from
No.
Up. You
There's
don't
no
hear of any
set
like
path that you have to
there
take.
is. If you
Well,
look
there's
at like
not.
revolutionaries
You're
and
very
shit,
negative.
you
I'm
know,
an optimist. Okay, so I
you
at
know,
least
when
have
I was asking you about,
hope.
do you have like those things in you that you don't like, and where you self-reflect and realize there's parts of you don't like? Mine is pessimism. I hear of something or I see something, I immediately go, that's shit, and I hate it. And or I meet someone and I walk away going, I don't like that person immediately. Yeah. And then it takes like 2 or 3 more conversations for me to warm up to them in any way.
You gotta assume the best.
No,
Like
I
hated you, Poop.
Yeah, I
Assume the
hated
best
poop.
and work downwards.
Yeah.
You probably did. Well, I did not like you guys when I first met you either. I thought you guys were both fucking rotten.
Feelings
What?
mutual, baby.
When I met on the Rust Village, I remember
You
like
used to like talking to me.
I knew Bumbo and
But Bumbo
Aqua
was
and
your
Guac.
like,
What was the king
No,
of
no, no,
wow,
rock?
those
No, Bumbo-
guys
Bumbo
are
was still a
douchebags. Not like
but he
Bumbo.
was also nice
Yeah.
to me at points. And I remember in the village, like Bryan just kept killing me over and over and like slaughtering everyone. I'd be like, "Hey, Aqua, like, hey, how's it going? Nice meeting you." And Bryan just like, do. I remember just being like, "Wow, these guys are just cunts."
False. I never had a gun.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't think
false.
Brian's
I have a
not much of
flamethrower.
a.
You're thinking of a different person.
No, I swear to God, I remember you killing me multiple times. And
I might have killed you once
red
or twice.
Dragonius bitch. All right.
That wasn't my name.
Okay, what was your name?
So
What was your
It's
name in the
starting to
village?
sound like
It was
this story's
Artie.
fabricated.
What was your name in the village?
I don't even.
might have been Red Dragon.
Were you
or
even
Bryan.
in the
Okay,
village,
so like the
Brian?
same thing. Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He was like
I was
only there,
there,
like
but-
he was
We
there as much.
vibed out. I remember we would
Okay,
hide
well,
in a
we probably-
room together.
Okay, we
Especially
vibed
when
out
the
a
Raiders
little,
came in.
and then
Yeah.
But
You're-
well, that's why you were like a Sour Patch Kid though. Like you would like throw me a little
Sour
bit of
and
a
sweet.
bone and not kill me, and then you would
Yeah.
just like flip a switch and become an animal.
It was probably more Poop than or not Poop, Bumbo, because Bumbo was obsessed with killing people.
I know. I always hated that too when we play together and like someone would be nice to us, and I'd be like, oh, like I was such a sweetheart, and they just blow
He'd shoot his head
brains.
off. Yeah.
Yeah. But whatever. I mean, it's just a video game, I guess. It can't be indicative of him being a bad person, could it? That's what I
Being
thought.
a woman or whatever.
Yeah, he was.
Hey guys, let's play some 0 Hour.
Yeah. What
That
the?
was 0 Hour. By the
Yeah.
way,
What the
Poop.
fuck?
What do you mean? What the fuck? I told you about it.
No,
You
no,
told us
no.
all to get
the
it.
whole like zero. Okay, so we set up like a stream group.
Yeah, and then I threw out a suggestion for the. I thought it was
And
every
then-
Wednesday.
And then, well, I was busy, right?
Okay, so
But everybody went to go play 0 Hour, and I was like, oh cool, I'll pick it up and stuff. And I've gotten like messages nonstop because I like didn't show up, and then you gave me shit today. Everybody's like, "Wait." Aqua called me on my cell phone and was like,
Aqua was mad at you because you kicked him out of the other group.
he was being gay.
Oh, really?
He was.
Well, what did he do? No, Aqua couldn't. No, here's the hypocrisy of Sam. Aqua couldn't show up one week. Didn't say anything. Sam gets really mad at him. The next week, Sam doesn't say anything to
The
us.
exact same
The
thing.
difference-
Doesn't show
the
up.
exact same thing.
It
Yeah.
is
didn't
not
say
the same
anything,
thing. It is not the same
and
thing
then
because
gets mad at
first
us.
of all,
He did a
when the
U-turn and
first
he
time,
showed up after.
the first time he knew, acknowledged it. I never even said like, "Hey, I'm going. I'll
Well,
play."
you saw the messages.
I
though.
saw the messages. I didn't say anything.
didn't reply.
No, I didn't reply. I was not going to be there. I knew a week out
It
I
was
wasn't going to be
assumed
there.
you would be there.
Well,
you knew for a week and you didn't tell us.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
So we are bastards.
But the difference is
Where
the
were
first
you?
time when Aqua was like, and then all of a sudden we start streaming. He's like, oh, I can't make it. We start streaming. 10 minutes into us streaming, he's streaming. He's doing stuff.
It wasn't 10 minutes. It was 2 hours.
It was not fucking 2 hours.
I'm gonna defend him. I'm gonna defend him. It was 2 hours
It was not
in.
fucking 2 hours in because we were supposed to start at it was 2 hours after 1, I'll admit, but we did not start streaming until like 2 something.
Well, that's not his problem. I mean,
Yeah.
And then
truly.
he started
And
streaming
then
fucking
you
Mario
removed
Party
him
or
from the
whatever.
group.
Yeah, I
and
removed him.
you removed him because
I
of
removed
that?
him because he's a flakester on everything, and I removed Z-Chum because Z-Chum shows up but then bitches the whole time.
Yeah. Well, both of them played 0 Hour with me.
Were
They
they-
were both sad to be removed from that group.
I'm glad.
And okay, well,
Then they made a rogue group now without
Yeah,
saying.
they made a rogue group. I'm in it.
it's not rogue. It was just the people, and yeah,
Hoops
Aqua
and all
even
the-
added
Aqua
you to
even
it.
added, made another group, added his fucking manager in there to just lord over everything.
It's because we were playing with him. It's the group of the people we were playing with, and he
Yeah.
even added you to it, and you still hold resent.
Yeah, I'm super angry about it.
You are, and it was
And I
a good
renamed
time
it.
though. It's a pretty fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like $6, it's $6 until the
Yeah, but you
30th.
made me buy it, and you didn't
Wait, are
want to
you
play
getting
with me.
shilled?
I
Are
did
you
not
shilling
make
this
you-
game?
I
Did
did
you
not make
fucking
you
develop it or
buy.
something?
You posted it in Sacred Grounds, and you're like, "Buy this game,
No,
guys."
well, yeah, it's like
Oh, you did.
$6.
Mm.
It's like, okay, so think of Rainbow Six Siege in the middle of this. Okay, audio listeners, in the middle of this timeline thing. If you go goofier, you get Intruder, and if you go more realistic, you get 0 Hour. But it's in the same vein as like both those games. But you like talk on a walkie-talkie, you like breach
More
into
serious than
buildings.
Rainbow.
Yeah, it's like what Rainbow was originally like, but it's a really small dev team, so it's still kind of like janky. But like you can like cut out the power to a building and then put on your night vision goggles, and other people can't see shit. And
I thought
there's
it
like
was a
bulletproof
zombie game.
glass. No, there's like bulletproof glass. You have to like get the hostage out. You can do little walkie-talkies. It's fun. I mean, it's just a goofy, fun little time. You have like no stamina, which kind of sucks, but it's almost more intense because you move really slowly. You get like riot. You can customize your guns and stuff.
You know what I should have done is waited till you guys were streaming and then started streaming
Stream.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, if you just
Okay.
want to, you
Mario
know what,
Let's
you know what an
Plays or
eye
whatever.
for an eye does? Makes the whole
It
world
makes
blind.
me feel
okay?
good inside.
You know, it makes
is
the
what it is.
whole world blind.
I
all
should have
right?
You'll be
started
blind with a
streaming
smiley
Kimchi
face.
just quietly by
Yeah.
myself, not even said a fucking word. Just
And
quiet.
everyone would be
put-
like, "Aqua's
I'm
looking for
gonna
you,
fucking
Aqua's looking for
I'm
you."
gonna put shrooms in your coffee one morning or something. And you're gonna look within like I have. I opened my third eye and my whispering eye, and I was blown away.
I don't
Drink
think
coffee.
introspection's a good thing.
Why? Because
I-
you want to just further go into like, no, like that's not a problem.
Yeah.
No, my incredible pessimism is never gonna
No.
be an issue. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it'll
but
never
you
be
know
an
what? At
issue.
the end of the day-
Alienating people has done nothing but make stronger friendships, I think.
And you know what? He never threatened a guy who was already making peanuts to ruin his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
It's-
that he
what about him? You know, I'm not talking
Horrible.
about that
That's
fucking
a
guy. I'm
horrible thing
talking
to do.
about
That's
Sam.
a horrible thing
Yeah,
to do. That's
that
rotten
is
as
a horror-
fuck.
I think he should take
That's-
some shrooms too.
He should say.
I think
That's your answer to everything.
I'm gonna give
That's your-
I'm gonna give my kid brother some. Just here you go, buddy. No, and I'm not gonna become like oh, hey, what's up, man? Like, whoa, bro, you got to do some shroomies. I just had a intense but good time, and it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
And that's why I like originally started smoking and stuff. It's just such a, like, it's kind of cool to just experience the world in like a different way, you know? Like,
is it that, or are you unsettled by your sober mind? Are you trying to escape?
No, I'm not trying to. I don't have,
the sickening realization that of what your actual mind is like in a sober state. God.
Hey, Don Tony. No, it's because it's
Maybe
funny.
I shouldn't.
Because it's funny to get high. Why are you high right now?
I'm not.
True.
Yeah, bullshit.
I'm
fucking, pee in this cup right now. Let me send it over.
I'm pissed. My box is empty. It's completely empty.
He needs more.
Nothing.
No. Did he say
shipment's
you can
dry.
Well, you need to tell your supplier.
Yeah, I need to fucking strangle my supplier because parenting is getting real dull all of a sudden. Those trips out to the sandbox, not cutting it like they used to. They used to be a blast.
I can't talk about that either, but yeah.
I go to the doctor and get my green card.
Cool.
Yeah.
For what? You don't have any problems, do you? You just make some shit up.
I have a herniated disc in my back. That's why.
Got problems.
Yeah.
Just fucking talk to the doctor for 10 minutes. They'll be like, God damn, dude, you need some.
You need some shrooms. Apparently, that answers everything.
No, it does not answer everything.
The answer to all problems. Actually, why don't we just give all the Israelis and the Palestinians some shrooms? And
they would get all introspective.
Okay, so recent Bissell's the coolest out of all of you. Okay, the most okay with himself. Because he's high all the time and he's
on shrooms.
Eating shrooms.
Yeah, he has found inner peace. Man. That's for sure. In a way that I hope to never find it.
I hope to. That's all I search for.
Inner
power within. The power within.
I hope I wrestle with myself internally until I die of a heart attack.
Oh.
Probably like 45, 40 maybe. That's what I want. Just never.
45?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
You'll have like fucking 8 kids by then.
Yep.
Yeah, right?
Wife will be dead.
And my final words is I'm just going to look at them and go, you did this to me. You fucking...
He's pumping out a kid a year.
Yeah.
Like 15 kids or something.
Dude, there's going to be a point where Abby's uterus is going to be so fucking blown out and weird that the kids are just going to be laying in there like a hammock.
Flipping out.
Yeah. They're just going to
unzip
her
open
belly.
Her up with your own hands and see how they're developing. Yeah. Oh, they've got fingers now.
Have you ever seen those like cow things that they put in the side of cows where it's like a plastic cap? Have you ever seen those?
Oh, and you can see the inside.
Yeah, it's like a Pringles lid that goes into their side, and what they do is they like pop it open, and it's a direct portal into their fourth stomach or whatever, and they can use it to make sure that the bacteria is correct for them to be processing grass or whatever the fuck they eat. And so they'll just pop this thing open, and you'll see their stomach just going blah blah blah, mushing crap up. Yeah. You get one of those installed on my wife, so I can just check in on the kid.
Put it on her back. That way she doesn't know it's there. Too.
Yeah.
She'll never see it.
Hey, you got a fly on your back. Pop. I'll pop it off, and I'll give the kid whisper little sweet nothings into his or her ear. And
you're gonna be my special little boy.
You're gonna be the best one out of all of them.
Here, at least good on.
Here's a sweet tart. And I'll give her a little piece of candy.
You've been doing well. Here's some candy.
I see you got fingers this time. That's great. Have you seen what a fucking kid looks like? Like
Check
3
out my
months
daily
in,
mix.
they got this forehead that like comes down. You know how, like what Majin Buu looked like with his head went back. It's that, but the forehead is that like fucking antenna thing.
That's not true.
They look like fucking aliens.
Something.
Me? No, I'm talking.
Yeah,
this is in utero.
So forehead heavy. Oh.
Yeah. They look like aliens.
You look underdeveloped.
Me? That's what I was going for.
Fetal
that.
alcohol syndrome. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Look that up.
No, fetal alcohol syndrome is that fucking what's that lady? Mortimer.
Your mom. Oh, Mortimer.
You talking about Ego Raptor's wife?
Yeah, Ego Raptor's wife. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what everybody used to say. It was like, doesn't she have like fetal alcohol syndrome? And And then I go, this is when I go, I think this podcast is big enough where we probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is, but
yeah.
You know who Eruption is?
no.
The Game Grumps guy, the animator guy.
Never heard of
made
Game
the awesome
Grumps.
I
series.
know what Game Grumps is, but I'd never watched them.
Well, he has a wife. He's married, and she has fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's what people say.
Supposedly.
I don't
That shit
I don't
looked
pay
all
attention.
Weird.
She looks like a baby holding a liquor bottle. It's
Yeah, that's what it is.
yeah.
A sure sign, yeah. Just the head of a baby on a
And
regular
people
body.
are very concerned about the fact that she has fetal alcohol syndrome and not that Ecoraptor is married to an infant with a liquor bottle.
Yeah.
I think that's the more concerning part about it.
Oh, I just saw something the other day about the
Baby
rat
marriage.
children of
Oh.
like Pakistan or something. It's some country where, you know, have you seen those people where their heads are all like tight? Like there's one in American Horror Story, like it's an actual disease and their brain, like they're just like severely mentally handicapped and they have like those tiny little heads and like the big mouths and eyes. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can pull up a pic. It'll help you
Are
a
you
lot
talking
if
about
I,
the pinhead people or the little
Yeah.
lady?
like the little, no, not okay. Like
That little like Turkish girl that's like a foot tall?
no. Like they can,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
like these people,
Yeah, pinheads.
and like when they can be full grown.
what's that called? Microcephaly? That was
Yeah,
those?
apparently there's this like ring of people who like intentionally, it's like a man-made micro whatever it's called cephaly, where they put these metal
Man-made.
bands around their heads during development like children, and it like just
Why?
destroys their brain function and it makes them like severely handicapped, and then they use them to like as beggars, and they have like this like there's like 10,000 of them in this country
What are you
where they're like
talking
developing, like they call them the rat children of this place. Let me look this up. I
Yeah,
better not be getting pranked.
me and
though.
Google are about to be
Yeah.
real fucking close.
That's like a bullshit article or something.
No,
that you
dude,
read.
it's like-
some
it
you
just
know,
pops
bullshit.
up of Pakistan right off the bat.
Crazy,
yeah.
horrible things happen all over the world that you don't want to like think are real, but
Should I do Medium or Appendia or BBC? Or Rats
Oh, I
of
see
Shah
that,
Dola from Wikipedia. Now that's my shit. Oh, it's like really small. Mice children, adults suffering from microcephaly, exploited as beggars situated in Gujarat city, particularly the shrine of Saint Shah Dola and elsewhere in Pakistan. They have sloped foreheads, narrow faces, and they resemble rodents. And they're intellectually disabled and dependent on others.
They didn't say that they put rubber bands on their head.
No, they do.
It
They
is
put metal
alleged
bands
that
around their head.
begging rings and gangs place iron bands around the heads
Oh,
of
alleged.
healthy children to induce cranial deformation. So I
and
feel
there's
like
no ban on it
that
or
work?
anything.
well, it's fucking
saying-
Pakistan. Like
No, but well, it's not.
I think it's
like
the
a
least of their
complete
worries right
fucking
now. There's rat children or
lawless.
whatever.
But they're saying like people donate their children to this shrine or something, and then people continue to give them money because there's like a superstition that their own child will become handicapped if they don't.
it is thought that
So-
ignoring a rat's child's plea for money will bring bad luck. Wow. Dude, that's what we got to do. We got to come up with a way of just
So fucking awful.
doing something
You need to have a rat
horrible like
child.
this and then convince stupid people that it'll bring you bad luck if you don't, you know.
If
So
you don't
about
sub
Abby
to the
wanting a third
Patreon-
kid here.
Yeah.
If you don't pay for the top tier Patreon, your kid will become a rat man.
All right, there's there's
You guys
a
didn't believe me, and it's real.
there's
so
a
good luck.
refrigerator-sized cardboard box down at Lake Ella, and there's going to be a penis sticking out of a hole in it. And if you don't come by and give it one jerk off really quick, it's bad luck.
You're gonna turn into a
Yeah,
fridge.
you're gonna. Yeah.
Your kid will be just a penis. If you know. Oh my god!
God.
Could you
If you
imagine
don't
giving
jerk that
birth
dick
and all
off-
that comes out is just a penis,
It's the only thing.
a full-grown penis?
A full-grown penis.
That'd be
Wow.
horrifying.
Erect or not erect?
Yeah, how would it be?
Yeah.
It's like
Or no,
No or no.
It's just
I could be either.
It's just the
That's less
easiest. It's
important.
either the easiest or the hardest birth of all time. It's just
It'd be
yeah,
easiest.
right?
yeah. No, what if it's sideways? Like it's a wreck sideways, and
Yeah.
then they have to.
That'll be easier.
The doctor has to hook his finger halfway down the shaft and like bend it in half to pull it out.
Just blast some cold water up her pussy or something, right?
Oh my
Get
god.
it soft.
Hold on, this is old doctor's trick. Let me put an ice cube up there.
Yeah.
He fucking shoves an ice cube.
Oh God. Man, Christ. Every once in a while too, I remember that like at some point my family's gonna find this podcast.
Yeah.
It makes me so horrified. But that's for future me to deal with. So put that ice cube way up her pussy and fill her up.
Yeah. Put your
Fill her
finger
with
in there,
ice.
wiggle it around, make sure it's
Yeah.
real deep like.
I've decided like I'm just going all in. I don't fucking care anymore. Like my mom knows my channel and she's already given up hope with me. So it's like fuck
I still
it.
have some respect and shame for myself that my family think, or at least I have the illusion of respect.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a heartbreaking day for them. Because they're still like, when do you think you're going to go back to software engineering soon? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Did they actually say that to you?
Well, they every once in a while, they're like, so is like, now, like, COVID's dying down. You think you're going to, I'm like, no.
And software engineering.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm engineering my next
That's why
cum
you
joke
stopped.
for my
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. No.
Sorry, Mom.
I'm not going to be your little white sheep of the family anymore. I'm kind of a bad boy online.
Check
I'm
out
a
my hat
niche
line.
micro, co-host. I got my own thing going on.
I'm selling $40 hats.
Yeah,
I'm fucking booger people.
I'm making $10 off a $40 hat. I got a DM about another sponsorship for an even worse game than Raid.
For less money.
For less money and way more downloads to hit the quota.
Dude,
But
the fact that they demand that,
I love that.
It's so fucking annoying. And like the way that marketing's changed now, and it's only because everybody will accept to do it because everybody wants to make fucking money in their stupid fucking house at their computer. But like when you do advertisements for let's say you have a company, Poobs Iguana Farm, come over here and buy an iguana, and you go, hey, I'm gonna run a commercial on Family Guy at prime time. You don't sit there and get mad at Family Guy if like the ad comes out and you don't immediately sell enough iguanas to offset the cost of the commercial, right?
yeah.
But when you're making like if you're streaming or something like that, they're like, yeah, we're paying you $2,000 to do this Raid Shadow Legends thing, so you have to sell at least $2,000 worth of downloads or whatever. Or
What if you don't? Do they just not
They
give
don't
it?
give
No,
you
you
like
get a
a
base
yeah,
amount,
You get a
and then
bonus.
you get way more if you hit the downloads.
But
But
all
they've
the
given
time,
me like way too high of a, like I'm not going to get 150
Yeah.
people to download
that's insane. Yeah.
some game,
And same thing with like
You should have been
YouTube
like,
as
what
well.
the
They'll
fuck are
do
you
the
guys-
same thing. They have like all the analytics where they're like, yeah, you didn't move enough product to like cover the cost of the ad. And I'm like, part of what you're paying for is for people to know that like Dollar Shave Club is a service, right? Or it doesn't necessarily
everyone
have
knows
to
it's a service
immediately
at this point.
translate
Yeah.
to a sale. That
I
was
know
that
you
was
mean,
an
yeah.
example because I didn't want to use the actual person's name, the actual company
you-
name.
How's your developments with Voodoo Ranger going?
Oh yeah, I said no.
You
Well, yeah.
bitch.
Didn't he tell you
Was
about it? Where he was trying to they were trying to make him collab with Aqua and do all this
Yeah.
crazy shit for like
So
$5.
here's the thing. Here's the thing about Voodoo Ranger is Voodoo Ranger is owned by
I
New
just
Belgium,
love their beer. Yeah,
right?
it is.
So it's posing like a microbrewery, and then it's owned by New Belgium, who is like
Yeah.
a pretty sizable thing. And
Yeah.
hold on a second, is New Belgium even owned by like Anheuser-Busch or some shit? I bet you it is.
I hope not.
Hold on, let's see. I
It's
gotta
just
know.
like Procter and Gamble shit. If it is,
It's owned by an international beverage conglomerate. Yeah, fuck off. It's a massive company, right? And they
good beer.
they come to me with the whole Voodoo Ranger thing, acting like they're just this local little brewery. Hey, yeah, we got a bathtub with some beer in it.
Oh, yeah.
And
maybe they don't. I'm sure they don't get the budget of the.
that's the
conglomerate,
thing.
but I
Is
know what you're saying.
they're like, yeah, we want to do like this this stream thing, and it's like a product placement. I'm like, okay, whatever. That sounds good. And then they're
We
like,
can get you.
they're like, well, we're paying for like product placement, so it's like, and we're just a small microbrewery, so we got like $1,000, $1,500. I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. And they're like, but we also want you to do like a stream event with Aqua. I'm like, well, this is sounding a lot more than me just drinking beer on stream.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then if you could take that stream you do with Aqua and make it into a YouTube video where I'm like, you're asking for 3 things to happen here for
only
basically
1,000?
shit money.
For
Yeah.
less than you're already willing to do.
Yeah. I would.
For one.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah,
I wonder
with
how much they're fucking paying Aqua to have, because he has like a little beer can on his stream.
No, they were
Yeah,
gonna
he
ask
takes
me to
an
do that
imaginary sip
too,
from it.
and they wanted like nothing but positive drinking stuff, which I'm like, nobody has
Beats the point.
nobody has positive drinking anything. Alcohol is not a positive influence on anybody's life.
I mean, no.
No,
But
your
it makes
life is
definitely
sad.
more fun.
Yeah, it makes
It's
it more fun to ignore
Makes
the
it more
sadness
fun, and
within.
I love meeting new people.
Is what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
When I'm drunk, I make 1,000 friends a night.
And you have to call ambulances for your friends.
And 1,000
For
enemies.
one, if I lose 1 out of 100,
Yeah.
find a new friend. No,
And apparently you had an
That's
entire
disappointing.
fraternity.
I thought they would pay well.
No, they absolutely do not. No.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then, like, I think the only reason you took the 1,500 was so you can do that stupid alcoholism joke.
Yeah, that's
So you
all.
didn't care how much money it was, and then it turned into this whole thing, and you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Right?
They wouldn't
It was
even
like,
they wouldn't
eh.
even let me butt chug on stream. People are
I watch next poop stream. He's gonna have a giant beer can on his
yeah.
fucking.
I was gonna get some
If they paid
long
me a
necks.
fucking enough
Take
and
them all the
gave
way
me
to the
free
hill.
beer, of course. But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
if they were like, they'd probably offer me like $100 then.
$100, but
they still
unlimited
sent me the beer.
Like,
I still have a bunch of beer. So if you want to
What?
come grab it, yeah.
They still sent it to you, even though you said no.
Well, they sent it to me first,
yeah, and they're like,
and
hey,
then they started talking about the paperwork and stuff.
Damn, how much beer they give you?
I don't have much room for Diet Coke
that's a
anymore.
pretty good hustle.
Yeah.
You know what you do, Sam? You just tell them, hey, you know what? I'm reconsidering, but I'm all out of that beer, and then you just keep doing this back and forth.
We gotta, because I'm not that big on beer. What I need to do is like, Lamborghini. Do you
Coke?
want to?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing a Lamborghini sponsor. You send me a couple of Lamborghinis, or
Me
I gave
me
you
and
like
my
10
co-host
sales.
need some Teslas.
we need
just so we can.
we need Teslas. Yeah. Move is like a
someone-
dude.
someone
Okay,
else
if there's
say
like a podcast skill, the way you single handedly can like kill off a conversation. Like you're good. You're
Yeah,
good at like
it's just-
keeping them up whenever you're in your little zone. But there's no middle ground. You're either like you won't let anybody talk and you're just going. And I'm just calmly
Or you-
waiting because
or
you're
you
funny.
snap
I'm gonna
the
let
bird's
you
neck.
talk. You're a funny guy. But then all of a sudden, like you will get into a point where it's like a back and forth, and you'll just like take something
Here you go.
and you'll
Listen,
just.
I'm not the. You rely too much on my back and forth. I go silent because I'm going to let you two maybe have a back and forth.
Why do you gotta do that face?
I've
I'm
given
selfless.
up. I've given up on doing back and forth with Brian. Brian just goes, yeah.
Okay, well
Hey.
that's bullshit.
And then he
What's up?
just
Say more.
Hey,
and he just sits
that
there.
vomit joke, that bought me a
That was
couple more
my
episodes,
joke that
baby.
you just
That was-
embarked
but
upon.
Getting a raise because of that
crafted it.
vomit joke. Boob. You really need to step it up. This is getting pretty.
That was my joke, and I had the balls to do it with a guest.
Yeah, what are you
even
gonna
though
do about
didn't
it,
work.
Poop? What are you gonna do about it?
I didn't let fear of failure stop me from.
What are you gonna do about it? Huh?
I'm gonna do shit.
Come on.
Okay,
Come on,
But
bitch.
on that. No, my back. I need at least some fucking sponsored, maybe a visit to a chiropractor or something. Cause my back hurts. Okay?
Yeah.
My back is killing me
Okay.
from carrying these episodes with my awesome stories and my funny faces. And
I've heard a lot of reviews from the audio people that are like, those faces are truly the jewel of each episode.
And once I enact smell-o-vision,
They'll smell the faces.
This is how his face smelled that day.
Yeah.
This is what his two fingers smell like. Oh,
My thing
oh
broken.
God.
Yeah, I think it is broken.
Let me take this hat.
What the hell?
I put a shirt around the camera to make it, for that joke of just like looking like I'm about to punch you.
Oh,
Grab you by the collar.
It's like a
That's
collar.
actually
And
pretty-
then I done fucked it up. Now I can't fix it.
It's a pretty good
fuck.
bit. I didn't even notice.
I'll worry about it
Yeah.
later. I'll worry about that another time.
Oh, so you like grab the okay.
I'm grabbing him by his shirt
that
collar.
looks, yeah, that's good.
That's
Yeah.
That's what the joke was.
Damn.
You better for it coordinated then. I was wearing a similar color shirt and I went like,
Yeah, I know. Like a white shirt. You're like,
Yeah.
we'll do it again. We'll do it again next time.
Damn.
okay.
Fuck.
Now it's all fucking sideways. Look at this. Oh my god.
I gotta pull all
All
this
fucked
stupid
up.
shit off my screen. I want to go back to looking at those retards from Shah Dola.
Don't call them that.
I'm sorry, they're mentally deficient.
Rat people.
That sounds even worse
Oh.
to call them rat people.
That's what they are.
Yeah, well, that does sound worse. But
Yeah.
The article says that. I can't
know,
fucking. All right, it's just gonna stay like this.
You
for
can
the-
tell
like,
which
imagine
ones.
how imagine that just we're so goddamn fortunate to be born where we were with semi-normal family. Like
God,
these
with
people.
this. It's the shrooms again,
No, it's
right?
not the shrooms. This is just
Oh.
a very like you could have been born. You are nothing until you're just put into this body. Like you could have been born as a man that gets man-made turned into a rat person. Like
Yeah, I
you
know.
have to feel some form of
Some people
sympathy
get
for
everything.
those people.
You know.
So,
Yeah, some people don't get a rat brain.
yeah,
or
some
whatever.
people. Oh, I could have been born a millionaire. Yeah, I'd rather be born in the fucking Midwest poor than a rat person. Okay, I'm still doing
A
much
rat
better
retard.
than many people in the world.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at these people.
got you
You
on
can
that one.
tell which ones had the band wrapped around their head and which ones naturally
Are
had micro
authentic.
stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't give a fucking dime to those goddamn posers where their
The
parents
fucking
just
band
put a
heads. Yeah, I
their
wouldn't.
It's
parents
fucked
just
up
put a
because-
fucking belt tied around their head.
Even though it's like man-made and they use I saw the contraption. It's fucked up. Like these metal like bands. That still makes them incredibly mentally deficient. Like to the point where a lot of them can't talk or anything
Yeah,
because their brains just don't have any room to grow.
pretty cool though. In a weird sort of
What if you went the other direction and you stretched their head outward to give their room more and their brain
More
could
brain.
grow?
Turn into Mega
Yeah.
Mind, right?
Yeah, like Mega Mind.
what wouldn't that this because you would do that obviously as an experiment to see where their mind would go. Like what would they be capable of? Surely it's more than what I'm capable of.
telekinesis?
And they end up the highest form of humanity is to get a big brain like that, and then they end up adopting children and putting the metal band on them so that they can have like a feudal, because like a normal person's just like, hey, I had like 2 kids, I'll metal band them so I can get 2 kids worth of
Zombies.
rat people money.
Yeah.
This, you have an expanded mind, and he's just like, I'm just gonna, they don't put a limit on how many kids you can adopt in Pakistan. I'll get 40 of them and I'll have 40 metal banded
That's what
retard
these like
kids.
mafias are doing. They're just getting kids donated to them.
Yeah.
How much do they get?
I
How
don't-
much do
well,
they
with
get
like
for that?
40 kids, you would obviously be like a Pakistani thousandaire, which is like a millionaire in regular world,
Yeah.
you know? Like a totally different planet.
Pakistani.
Yeah.
They probably make like $10 out of all 40 kids.
That's big money over there. Yeah, look
Can
at
you,
you
Do
with
you
your
actually know the
exchange.
do you actually know the exchange, or are you just assuming?
I'm
that,
assuming
like,
that-
$1
Made it-
here is 1,000 there.
I don't know how much a Packy dollar's worth. What the fuck? Hold on. Pakistani.
Okay, one Pakistani
Dollar.
rupee is 0.0065 US dollars. So yes, I was right, you motherfucker. You were trying to catch me with a, oh, Sam's just racist because it's a fucking shithole country.
I was genuinely just asking
Nah,
if you
that-
had
it's
any
a-
idea what the exchange was, and even though that's the
1,500
exchange,
rupees.
that just that.
Yeah, but a fucking an apple's like 100 rupees. Or
Yeah, I was
something.
gonna say everything's
154
shifted differently
rupees.
though. It's not exactly like that would
How much
make you
is an apple
a
in
millionaire
Pakistan?
here.
That's
would just-
exactly
how much
how it would work.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Here's an example. Here to put you an iPhone. An Apple iPhone 12 is 157,000 rupees.
Yeah, everything's just inflated
So-
for that number.
Yeah.
So I'm sure these kids are making a fuck ton of rupees, you know.
So
That math lines up. All 40 kids, you get
Perception?
$10. No, over the course of their
Perception.
rat little infested lives, you get $10 for all. That's still
Oh,
a
yeah.
profit. I'm feeling it. I think it's worth the 40 lives to get $10.
Well, how much does 40 bands cost?
In Pakistan with that Pakistani iron? 5 cents.
5 cents.
Yeah,
All 40.
All 40 of them 5
40.
cents.
Yeah, so yeah, you kind of make.
You
some money.
ever bought something that you thought was really cool and nice, and then you see it's like made in Pakistan, and it's like some metal thing, and you're like, fucking piece of shit. You ever-
Yeah, it's garbage.
I got a fucking katana from the flea market. I was like, this is it, man, this is it. And I saw it was like made in Pakistan. I was like, fucking. That was at the height of the Iraq war, and in my mind, Pakistan was basically Iraq. So I got angry and I melted it down. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. So I melted it down into bullion and sent it into the U.S. military. I said, make a bomb out of this or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I want
Send it
I
back.
want the shrapnel. This
Return
katana.
the cinder. Make a fucking claymore with it, or a fucking stinger missile or some shit. Get this out of here.
God. What is the average lifespan of a rap child?
I'm sure there's. Pakistan's always been known for their in-depth census taking. I'm sure they know everything about the rat life expectancy. Hold on. I'm gonna look up just pictures of microcephaly now. Just like, because they look so happy. You have to admit. Them some happy little babies.
It looks like there's nothing going on.
With their wrinkly little heads. Here's a girl with microcephaly, and she's kind of attractive. And then she turns her head, and it turns out her head's all wrinkly.
The old scam.
Yeah. The old Poop, you ever do that at the bar? You just like, bitch, turn your head so I can see if you got wrinkles.
Let me see your cephaly.
Let me see. I always that's my hit move. I run my fingers through their hair to see if their fucking scalp is all wrinkly or not.
How many bumps he counts?
Yeah. I feel like Poop's shut off now. He's angry.
I'm not angry. I'm just horrified at this is just so goddamn sad.
What, the microcephaly thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is fucking.
Would you adopt a microcephalyite child?
No, I don't think so. I feel like it would be great. Same thing with like a Down syndrome baby for like the first 10 years of their life. And then I feel like there's a point where like having a little kid that's always happy is great. And then you end up going like, I want to see you.
I don't think they're just like permanently happy. I don't think that's necessarily true.
They have no function. I think they generally just have. They
can still have some function. It's not like complete.
There are some that are almost devoid of anything, but then there's some that are like the ones that were famous.
Speak, obviously, and
the ones that were famous are
famous ones were literally like a brain stem.
Yeah, it was just a stem. Yeah,
they just have nothing.
And then there's the ones from American Horror Story that can speak and everything.
And even if there's nothing going on the outside, like I don't know, I feel like on the inside, some of those people with like incredible disabilities, like they still are having like horrible IQ, like inner like battles in their mind, but they just like can't function. They can't like portray it.
So you're saying that
the median IQ is 63.
Oh, so at 63, they're having this existential internal mind struggle with themselves.
And only 3 of those kids tested had 100 IQ.
You don't have to be like using big words to have bad time in your own mind. Like I just don't think it's like
me sad.
I don't think they're like completely happy-go-lucky.
No, I meant that more as like
time in the world.
I meant that more as like Down syndrome.
Forced into.
I think Down syndrome people are they seem to be a little bit on the chipper side of life.
Yeah, do you ever see a Down syndrome person really just sad?
Fucking absolutely having a rough day? I've never seen them.
Do you think they feel feelings like we do?
Yeah, I've seen. Yes.
I know they feel feelings. But I see them at like the
Jesus
pharmacy
Christ.
and shit, and I have never seen a normal person walk up to the pharmacist and just be like, "Dude, what the fuck is up?" Like a Down syndrome person, they just are just talking, having a great time, laughing.
I've seen
get their
videos
medicine.
of like them being bullied and stuff, and they're crying about it. Like,
I mean, that's like you can.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it's not a good. Like, it's not. It would not make your life easier.
There's a lizard walking around out in my yard. I guarantee if I pick it up by its tail and dunk it in water, I'm gonna see signs of distress and anguish on its face. Like. Obviously, if you treat someone like shit, I'm just saying, like, arresting just.
I think you're oversimplifying it pretty greatly, but
no, I think you're overcomplicating it.
I
think just as a baseline, I
you
feel
just
like
compared people with Down syndrome to having the mental fortitude of a lizard, being able to see the distress. They're so much more complicated than that.
I know. I know
but
they
like,
are.
have you ever heard of a Down syndrome guy having like depression, like waking up and being like, I
are you
fucking
just
hate
throwing?
existence?
I don't know enough about it, but I'm saying I've seen them have bad days.
Down
you just
syndrome.
assume that they can't be sad,
I
and
didn't
they don't
say they can't be. I said
like spiders,
they're
like they
more
don't feel pain.
chipper
Like,
than a regular person.
Can Down syndrome people?
All right, never mind. There is fucking. You know what, Poob? You win. They're as fucking depressed and shitty as the rest of us. They have no upper hand at this point. They're just.
You think it's like? Are you saying you would wish to have Down syndrome? Like, what do you?
No, I'm
What are you
I'm
getting
saying-
at? I'm not. I don't want to win by
sucks.
saying they're just as sad
It's a
as.
silver lining.
Yeah, it's a
It's
silver
not- okay.
lining to a
like
shitty
they're
thing.
Down
But
syndrome,
I
but
don't even know
they're
if
at least-
that's a true silver lining what you're saying, or if it's just we don't know enough about it.
I think Poob just. Do we know anything about anything? You act like we're experts on all other
How about
subjects.
this?
We're
I got
experts.
an idea.
You're just talking. You're
When it
arguing
comes
with me
to
a lot
my-
about it. When I know you
when it
probably
comes to
know
my
as little or
feudal,
less than I
red,
do.
Let's get a
microcephaly empire, I'm an expert, but this Down syndrome area is where it gets a little bit gray. That's where I'm
I
really
don't know
throwing
nothing
shit
about
over
no
there.
Downies.
I'm overreaching here with my genius.
Let's just get a bag of shrooms and give it to like 10 Down syndrome kids, and let's just see what we get.
Yeah. Let's
Well,
see
Bryan,
what their
when you
writings
looked it
look
up,
like.
what'd you get when you Googled that?
Let me see. Is depression common with Down syndrome? It is at least as common in children and adults with Down syndrome as it is in general population. Oh,
pretty
wow.
Get
pretty
fucked.
common.
So you could be a Down syndrome guy that's clinically depressed. That is just
That's a double
why
whammy.
I think you just
get a reroll. Right?
You're right,
Holy
dude.
shit! I wouldn't.
It's you're
Oh,
right. It now sucks even more to have Down syndrome.
Tear down that
Common
wall.
misconception: people with Down syndrome have no memory. All right, these are way worse than mine.
They're like goldfish. They think they're like
Yes,
goldfish people with no pain.
Apparently, they do actually have memories. Yeah,
They have a
Sorry,
soul.
when you
they're stupid.
I remember.
Yeah. No, apparently, previous
some guy was in a
studies
bright room.
found that people with Down syndrome are at a higher risk for depression, and there's evidence that it goes undertreated.
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't realize it.
That. Because people go, wow, they're
I like
smiling.
Yeah.
Do you think that
How
they
happy
just
they
sat there
are.
and did all these conceptions and just tested it? Like they were just into like a bright room and like some guy with a needle just poked a Down syndrome dude in the eye. He slowly reacted. He walks out of the room,
one
comes
study.
back like a couple hours later. No,
Do you remember the iPhone?
Yeah. Remember,
No, I have
remember
no
when
idea.
I poked you in the eye?
Just one single
All
test.
right, that's
Yeah.
that's two things. No, they did this with like hundreds of people.
Damn, dude. And now, joined with that whole like Pakistani rat child thing, there was do you guys remember Zika virus?
Yeah.
That
That can
Oh,
cause
yeah.
it, right?
Yeah,
Like-
you end up having basically the brainstem kids like that level. It's never like a functioning person.
Okay, I shouldn't be laughing. That picture didn't make me laugh though. Because I'm a fucking. It's like
That shit was raging while Abby was going through her what's it called, like the biological clock thing. She was like, I need to have kids now, and I was like, you get it from a fucking mosquito bite. We live in Florida. That is like our life is mosquito bites. And I was like, I might just kind of calm down on that baby thing for a minute, see how that maybe might plan for like a winter baby. Maybe I don't want to have a fucking Zika kid. Like, what the hell?
that explains a lot actually.
Yeah. And so now
I saw a little bit of Zika in them.
now it's the exact opposite. These kids have fucking giant heads. Abby actually has a small head. Her head is
So maybe the
fucking
Zika
tiny.
would have evened it
My
out.
kid has my baby's head is about the size of my wife's head. It's fucking ridiculous. Those kids have my head through and through.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely
Why
yours.
your wife's uterus is so ravaged.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Those
Now that
big-ass
we
kids.
kind of pinned down that means raped, please
It does not mean
Please
that.
don't refer to my wife's
Oh,
uterus.
another misconception coming out of the goddamn Dumb and Dumber over here. Wow, my bad.
Say
Okay.
anything.
Sorry. Okay, next episode is going to be a purely scientific, fact-based podcast. We're going to
I think
look
that would
up
be a
everything.
breath of fresh air. We could
We're
have
going
a
to look up everything
scientist on
before
here.
we say it. You know?
Yeah, let's get a scientist.
Yeah, we need to get just a scientist.
Their expertise.
Just
is
a general
Down syndrome
scientist.
People. Oh, okay.
Not a specialist, just a guy that qualifies to wear a lab
Jack
coat.
of all trades.
A jack of all scientific trades.
A master of none.
Yep.
We'll take a kid that got a B in chemistry.
I
too,
think
like, doesn't matter.
a scientist would be like just a high school guy, high school teacher that does a little bit of chemistry, a little bit of biology, just a little bit in between.
Damn, even at my like shitty ass poor school, we had a biology teacher though, an environmental science teacher, a chemistry teacher.
We had the
Science
math
teacher.
guy,
A
the
jack of all
PE
trades,
guy,
yeah.
the science
The B
guy.
guy.
Wow, that's why you
That's
had
it.
no like reading or writing or.
No, that wasn't taught in my school. That was
Damn.
yeah.
Then write a sentence on a piece of paper and show it to us.
I'm embarrassed. I have a paperless desk, paperless office.
Oh, I see Corey. I see Corey in your desk. That's pretty cool. Is
Yeah, he hangs out with me. I've actually renamed him. His name is Gerald now.
that allowed?
Poop, is
No,
that
it's
allowed?
not.
Well, he seems
It's
to.
absolutely
Oh, wait.
not allowed.
He's shooting me finger pistols
a
when I
thumbs
call
up.
him Gerald, so
Yeah.
he seems to like it.
He's
What about Gerald?
No, not Gerald. Gerald is the other guy that's over here with the two cigarettes on the.
One's a cigarette, one's a jazz cigarette. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Gerald.
No, it's not.
the Gerald and Garald.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's Gerald and Gerald.
All right, your daughter's name now is.
He's giving me a thumbs up and he's waving his jazz cigarette at me, so I think he likes the name Gerald.
I mean, I think that's official.
He's flashing his soiled underwear. I haven't really looked at that sticker all the way.
The fuck?
I do have a final one. I have a final one, and it's the pizza one.
That one's the best.
Yeah.
It's not the best one, but that's Peter Pizza Eater.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm gonna put this one on.
What's the best one, Food?
There's not a bet. You know, who's your favorite? You know, child is like what's that's not Sam. I know he's got a favorite, but like you know, I maybe. You know, what does best mean? You mean the best drawn, the best,
just
you
the
know,
best.
the best
Just
lore?
the best.
Because there's no
Just the
overarching best one.
And overall, the best.
Overall best.
There's overall
This
scores.
is like that Swagger episode where with the fucking sexual allegations tier list. Like best is what you make it. Just give it a rating.
Yeah.
I don't
So what,
based on
what
no
do you think is
criteria.
the all-around best?
Yeah.
Corey. He's the quintessential of what it means to be a freak.
Is
so.
he this guy right here? You mean
Yes,
Gerald?
it's cool Corey. Dude, Jesus Christ.
Groovy Gerald, I think is what I named him. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna tell STALLTT to do for that whole
Don't.
like Down syndrome conversation when you were just sitting there in a funk
I
quietly.
was not enough.
I'm just
I
gonna
just am
have-
trying to be a better man.
I'm gonna have STALLTT blow up your webcam and then just put a fade out with the opacity, so it's like 10% there, and so it's just your straight face with us talking. You can see
Just
through it as
vanishing.
you sit there and try to avoid the conversation by any means necessary.
I was not avoiding the conversation. I was very actively in the conversation trying to say, you know, I don't think that is true that they don't feel depression. I don't think it's true that they don't feel sadness.
Next time you're doing any
You
sort of
oversimplified the
anytime there's any
experience, I
sort
feel
of like weird absurd thing you're gonna say, I'm gonna be like,
That's not
I
a weird,
don't
absurd thing. I
think-
just knew that was not right. Like, I knew that
I
was...
I
you
just
know?
don't think that's
Because
true
I just
there.
have never once heard that in my life, that they can't get depression. Or that
They actually
you know,
also don't need sleep. Did you know that?
Yeah. I would not be surprised if you had thought that was true.
And actually, according to that website, I've
Well,
been corrected, but
Do you
they
not
actually
like learning
they do
the
feel
truth
pain.
and then bettering yourself for it? Do you not like
I
just
thought
being
they
like, oh,
didn't
okay,
need sleep and they
I
didn't
was
feel pain.
wrong.
They were much like
you
gargoyles.
just have to keep digging yourself in your
Yeah.
little hole. You can't just be like, okay, shit, I didn't
I
know
thought
that.
they just ran on French fries and you You could do whatever you want and
Okay, so there is a certain
collect disability on their behalf, right?
in my personal life. I love to if there's like some sort of point or like an argument I get in, I love to like research afterwards and be like and learn the whole scoop, you know? Because I love that. The I guess the pursuit of Wikipedia based knowledge. I don't like to go in. I don't want to read academic papers or something, right?
Yeah.
But there, in some respects, the knowledge is a certain level of payoff, and then in other respects, seeing Poob upset is even more of a payoff. And so, in those instances, I will dig my heels in and die on a hill that I have no stake in. Just because the concept of me thinking that Down syndrome people can't feel pain, it irritates you so much that I'm willing to write off them as an entire subsection of humanity just because it makes you angry.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah, you win. Okay. Yeah.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
You're gonna look back on these days in the future.
In the future,
You'll see how wrong you were.
Oh no, I know right then and there I'm wrong when I say it. This is not a moment of reflection.
About the way that you even try to get me all flustered up. Is it even the best content? Like if I just sit there and I'm like, is that what you want out of the podcast?
No.
Okay.
No,
Shut the fuck up. All right.
You want to call it? Poop? Just
It's not my podcast. You can call it when you want.
Oh my
But
God. It's a co thing.
Okay, then yes, let's call it. Then I'm good.
Oh my